Hello, everybody. Welcome to another exciting edition of the Save Slot Through Gamescast. I am your host, EOF Gizmo, joined this week by Massive Das
Hello, everyone.
and Mr. CW Lanky.
Hi, Dave.
Boys, another sort of week has gone. We've had showcases. We got Game Award shenanigans to talk about. I've got to learn to speak English. But before we get to any of that, let's start with what we've been buying and playing with Massive Das.
Okay, cool. So the one pickup that I've not played is Hades 2 Nintendo Switch 2 Edition physical. I have
I'm
not played
shocked that
that.
Chris Pengeli's not played Hades 2, Dave. Are you?
Yeah, he's well known for his love of roguelikes.
Yeah, hard
It only came on
roguelikes that
Thursday.
are
It's only
like
came like
big,
2 days
long
ago.
ones as well, aren't they?
It came on Thursday.
I
So
can't wait for you to really sink your teeth into that, Pengi.
His first
yes,
death
Why'd you
counts
do
as
it to yourself,
completion.
mate?
That's what it is. I died. Game
Why'd
over.
you do it to yourself?
yeah. So I have that one. That
What,
I've
what
not
was going
played.
through your head when you clicked buy there, Pengi?
Well, I was like, oh, it's a proper physical for the Switch 2. Gotta support the devs, as we say, Dave. Craig.
So if someone made a 2-minute game where it was just a JPEG slowly zooming in of a pile of dog shit, but it was physical on the cartridge, you'd be like, oh, I've got to support the devs.
Uh, No,
Not unless
I
there was a
haven't bought
platinum trophy
everything.
for it, then you would.
I haven't bought every physical. Like I've not bought Story of Seasons, but Hades 2 I'm willing to give a go. Craig, willing to give it a go.
Let's see how
But
that
then,
goes.
yeah, and then a pickup I have played. I started playing it this afternoon. Again, this also came Thursday, but I only started playing it today. Is Kirby Air Riders?
You finished it up?
No, I am on stage 6. I believe there's 12 stages, and I think I'm 46 minutes in according to the safe. So I'm about halfway through.
So,
Pray.
so is your
God.
plan just to
Story mode.
play this story mode and then sell it, and then not play any
Uh,
of the rest of the content?
I will try the rest of the content, but most probably it will be story mode, try all the other content, and then be selling it.
When Pengi
Uh,
says try, Dave, he means play it
once,
once and then
yeah.
never again. So it'd be about 2.5 hours.
Fair
Yeah,
enough. That's
yes.
that's what you want
Yeah.
to do with your money.
There is more. I say I'm 45 minutes into. It starts off. You have like a training mode, and there's different training modes where it's like, oh, this is how all the different vehicles handle, and things. This is how all the power ups work. So I did all that, and you got the like in-game achievements for doing that, and you unlock like icons and things. Let's say that took me 10, 15 minutes. So I might have played for about an hour so far. Yeah. The
You
story
know it's
mode.
bad when you're having to like really get into the nuts and bolts of like 10, 15 minutes here and there, aren't you? God.
Yeah, and the story mode's got some cutscenes mixed in and that. Cutscenes actually quite look quite good and stuff like that. It's a little uh strange the story mode. Like you're basically just going straight on a path, and then you get like three options, and different options will give you a different power up to power up your character. I'm playing as Meta Knight, so powers up Meta Knight to get either give him more speed and stuff like that. And then to get that power up, you either do one of the three things. So it could be like one of them's like jumping off a ledge sort of thing, and then landing on the point zone. And then if you got the most points, you win. And it's literally like a 10-second thing. It's actually, I would say, the loading times between doing the event and finishing the event. It's like all little events mixed in, like similar to Smash Dave. You know, like all the weird mini games in that.
Nice.
Dave isn't. Don't play Smash now.
I just said nice. Sorry, did you not hear me?
No.
Yeah, no, it's a Sakurai game, right? So it's just
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
like the rest of his games, I guess.
Yeah, it is very similar, and like obviously all the menus and the right and the rater and things like that is very like Super Smash Bros. But instead of being a fighting game, it's now a weird racing game where you have one button really. That's like a drift button. So your car or like little star that you're riding on like goes by itself, but you got to drift around corners to get yourself a boost and pick up power thing. When you're actually doing the actual races, they're all pretty cool. I really like the top-down ones and things. The other mode is like those things split up, so there's like a city battle where I think you battle each other, where you just do races and things like that. And the multiplayer, like I said, I will try all of them a couple of times and see what they're like. But I think it is most really the story mode and done. That's it. That's the Switch. And then on the PlayStation, the only thing I've played and finished the story mode in this is Luminous Rise, which it's weird to say a puzzle music game has a story mode, but it does sort of have one. And obviously with like all the backgrounds changing and things like that. So I finished that, and I actually did it as well because there's a version of it where you could literally play the whole thing continuous. It's about 3 hours long, and you literally just go from start to finish without like any stops or anything like that. There's a trophy attached to it, Dave, and you just
God.
do that. And I unlocked other trophies while doing it. Like you've destroyed so many blocks, like trophy and things like that. I think I've played about like 15, 16 hours of Luminous Rise in total, playing like the two modes and messing around with the multiplayer and unlocking some of the trophies and things like that. Yeah, it's a really quality like game of what's there. I think if you're like really good at it, I'm hopeless. Like like the ranked multiplayer and things like that would be pretty cool. Sort of thing. I could even see there being like you got like Tetris World Championship. I could see the Luminous Rise World Championship happening at something like that. 'Cause it's actually a really good like game to actually fun to play. And that's it. That's all I've played.
Nice.
Hmm.
Craigo, what about you?
As for me, Dave, I've played a bit more Pokemon. I think I am rank B now. And
Nice.
I've done a lot of the story stuff, I think, on rank B as well. So I think I'm at the point where I've just got to go get my challenger tickets. Old jazz. And then I guess I'll do the fight in rank B, and then whatever's next. So I'm still enjoying that. I think last week I just started Keeper. I have now finished Keeper Boys, and it is bloody brilliant. It's fantastic. I loved it, especially the whole end. It starts. I don't want to go too much to like spoilery stuff, but it starts like you are just the lighthouse, and it's just slow puzzles. And by the end, I think Dave, you finished as well. It's something completely different, isn't it, Dave. It is
I think
something completely
you not
different.
finished it, Pengi?
No, I started it on my ROG, and I was going to play it this weekend and try the new Xbox Big Picture mode, but I don't know what's happened to that. It came, then Xbox was down, you thing, and it's not come back. So I was going to actually try it and like talk about, oh yeah, this is what the Big Picture mode experience is like on my ROG Ally before and after with the Xbox, but that actually hasn't happened yet.
Oh, nice.
Computers.
Mm.
But yeah, it's really good. It's fantastic.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like I say, it is something completely different by the end.
Hmm.
It's very good. Try not to spoil it for yourself. But yeah, it is a great game. It's absolutely it's brilliant.
And
Yeah,
I see
Pokemon.
you got the completion as well, young Craig.
I did get the completion. I did it as I was going. I found a really good guide, which was just like,
Nice.
when you see this, there's something near you,
Yeah.
and then you find it.
I didn't figure
But
out
if
until
you,
like halfway, and I was like, "Ugh, idiot."
yeah, in fairness, I think there is a very robust, generous chapter select
Yeah.
that you can do as well, because
Hmm.
I think technically there's like 17 chapters or something like that, and the
Yeah.
game's only like 4 hours long.
Hmm.
So if you haven't missed anything, you can literally, I think, just go back to probably the exact moment you've missed it and
Oh yeah.
grab it. But yeah, I did get the completion, which is it's funny because like 2 weeks ago I was sat there going, I don't, I've not really cared about completions and platinums this year, and then I've got a platinum last week and a completion this week. So
Yep, he's back. The real
what a
Craig is
hypocrite I
back, right?
am, right? But yeah, I very much enjoyed that. And then since then, I've started Dispatch, which I bought obviously digitally, and I am absolutely loving it so far. I think I'm 5 episodes down, so I've got 3 left.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
It is brilliant. It's so good.
Hmm.
It is the Invincible vibes are just like,
Hmm.
yeah. They've borrowed a lot from that, which is cool because it's a great show. I don't know if you've watched that, Pengi. Have you watched Invincible?
I've not, but I was like,
Oh,
I
you
can
should.
tell
It's so
that's what
good.
the vibes was.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
it's
in like
so
a
good.
season 4 coming, it's like, oh, it's just too many seasons now.
Yeah, but the episodes aren't that long. I don't
No, they're
think you
not.
can whiz through it quite
I think they're
quickly.
like 40 minutes each, and they're not.
Maybe,
So
but it is
that's like
quality.
10 video games for Pengi Craig.
True.
That's like Kirby Air Riders.
Yeah.
But yeah, the way this is presented is just for like the art style and graphics are brilliant. I was kind of almost get like a bit like Sunset Overdrive vibe from the
Mm.
graphics. There's a bit in a in a donut shop, and there's like there's shit everywhere. There's goo everywhere,
Mm.
and I was like, oh, this literally looks like Sunset Overdrive. This is funny.
Hell yeah.
Um, but yeah, the art style is brilliant. The voice acting's fantastic. It's got a big ensemble cast with big names, hasn't it? The music's brilliant. And yeah, they've really nailed it in fairness to them. Really nailed what they were going for. I did worry a little bit because in the first episode, I don't know if Pengi would agree with me because I don't know how he played it. You can choose when you start the game whether you want to play it on cinematic mode or interactive mode. And I picked interactive. I don't know what you picked,
Yes, I
Pengi.
played interactive my first playthrough, and then cinematic the second playthrough, and it makes like no real difference at all, to be
No,
honest.
no. But the first
It
episode
does
is
make.
if you play on interactive, it is very quick time event heavy.
Hmm.
I was like, oh, this is. I don't know if I want the whole game to be like this, but it's weird because after that first episode, there's like none after that. I think it's because
Yeah,
the
yeah,
first one you don't actually do the dispatch mini game at all. In the first one, I don't think, or you might
yeah,
just do it a little bit at the end.
yeah,
Whereas obviously the rest of the episodes you're actually doing the dispatch mini game, which is also I really like the actual just mini game. In all honesty, it's quite a fun little just
yeah,
simi management bit. I quite like look forward to it in every episode doing that. And then yeah, like I said, the actual like TV show bit of it, kind of interactive TV show bit is just fantastic. The characters are all great. There's some good choices. Yeah, it's fantastic. It is fantastic. They really did nail it. And like I said, I literally started it yesterday. I think I did 4 episodes in one day just because I was like locked in. I was like, this is so good. And the episodes are only like, I don't know, 45, 50 minutes each, probably, Pengy, maybe an
yeah,
hour or
about
something.
that. Yeah,
So you whiz through them, and like obviously the way I've done it, where I've just waited for the whole lot to come out. I'm just like, I want to play another one. I want more. Give me more.
It's been the first Steam review compares it to a Telltale game via This Is the Police, which is a deep cut, and This Is the Police was a great game. So if it's got that kind of management element, which
What
sounds
it
like it
does,
does from the trailer
yeah,
I'm
and it's
watching.
always like you put the two people together, like you put Flambe and like Waterboy or something, like like previous stuff happened and like the bants and stuff like. If you do put them together, or you got to send the right people, and like what you get, but even little bits of dialogue mixed in, and that's all fun. Didn't dispatch. The only thing, what do you feel about the hacking mini game, Craig?
I'm not amazing at it. I've only
Uh,
failed one, I think, one or two. I don't think it's like amazing in all honesty,
no,
but
I think that's the
like,
worst part of the game.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. I don't. I'm not like I'm. When I see it, I don't. I'm not like, oh yeah, I get to the hacking mini game, and I'm just like, oh okay. It's not too bad. When it's the easy ones, it's okay. When it's the harder ones, I'm like, oh, I'm fucked. Yeah, I'm
Yeah, and
fucked.
they do get quite hard as well.
Yeah,
And
yeah. But it kind of obviously this is very Telltale-y, but they kind of take the bad dated stuff of the Telltale games out completely, which is really nice. Dave, because like
Hell yeah.
the Telltale games, there's a lot of it is you're just walking around environments, picking stuff up, right?
Yeah.
And you're just very slowly walking through these not particularly well rendered or
Well,
pretty
if
environments,
Dispatch runs
picking up.
well,
Oh, I
that's
picked up.
already better than any Telltale game.
Yeah. Oh, I picked up a bloody TV remote, and now like they're just talking about a TV remote. And I'm going to put the TV remote down. That's all gone. It's they've just streamlined it. It is like I said, almost like a mini interactive TV show, and I think it's much better for that as well.
Hell
In all
yeah.
honesty.
Because what's it on
So
PlayStation
yeah.
and Steam at the
yes,
Yes.
moment? Okay. Yeah, because I
Yeah.
do like the look of it, but I'm maybe Steam, maybe
Yeah. It's
handheld with
really good.
headphones in, maybe might be fun.
Yeah.
but yeah, they've sold 2 million copies now as well.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
doing
It's done
really well.
very
Yeah,
well.
definitely.
The concurrence on Steam at one point were crazy.
There will
Absolutely crazy.
definitely be a season 2, right? From what
Oh yeah.
everyone's saying.
Yeah, it's going to
There are
be
1,000
interesting
people.
what they do if they do a season two, or they like, because obviously the whole concept is superheroes and stuff, and it's in LA. Like, could they do a season two but completely different? Do it in New York or something, and so like what's the differences, or do you continue with these guys? The thing is like, can you get Aaron Paul back? That sort of thing.
It'd be interesting if it ends up being like Telltale all over again, where they're like, right, the first one's like this massive, huge success that everyone loves, and then they like do it to death and
Yeah.
butcher it like they did with the Telltale games.
Fingers crossed.
But after a couple of years, everyone's like turned on it. I wonder if that ends up happening all over again. History repeats itself. That would be quite weird and funny. But
Absolutely.
because I think people will be like, because it's only what 6 hours, and people will be finishing it like, we want more, make us more.
Yeah.
And how long before they've like, right, we've ad hoc and we're going to make this, but we're going to make, I don't know, what's a big TV show that people like nowadays? Not, not Game of Thrones, but something
Invincible.
like
Just make Invincible.
that. Yeah, we're going to make Invincible. Well, and we're going to get a license for this and a license for that, and yeah, something we don't be weird if that ends up happening. But yeah, this is very good so far. I'm looking forward to playing the last 3 episodes that I've got, and I think I'm going to be sad that it's all over. But yeah, that's it for me, Dave.
Lovely. Let's figure out what I've been playing. I've got a list. Hang on, where's my list? So in terms of bought, absolutely nothing with a K. There's just no need. There's no need. There's too many games. So I always do this. This is my new part of what I do. I've got my dabbled section, boys. I've been dabbling. So most of the dabbling has been with the Legion Go S. Because I have got the full screen update, so I was just it took a while to come through, and then it was like a weird, it's like some supported and some aren't. It's very strange. There's no real clear
and it was coming on, and then like I don't know what happened with Xbox last night. It's like, oh yes, something's down and that, and it's like, oh, it must be weirdly I expect everyone's trying to try this new mode for like content or whatever, and then it's crashed or something, I don't know.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, it's not come back.
Yeah, it's a bit of a strange one because I think it's obviously at Windows level, and I don't know how Windows determines that it's ready, or God knows, but PCs, right? But I've got it on, so I thought I'd try a couple of things. So I've just been playing stuff that's on Game Pass, to be honest with you. So I tried out some. I'll do this in order of how much I actually played. So I did some more Ninja Gaiden 4, just wanted to see how it looks. Yep, it's good. Still really enjoying the bit that I played, so that's definitely on the list to go back to, Craig. Played a bit, like half an hour of Tony Hawk's 3+4. God, it's so good. It's so good. I'm terrible at it, but it's great. And then I literally did the intro earlier to South of Midnight, because this one I only want to get to after I finish the game that I'll talk about in a minute. And it looks and runs incredibly well on the Legion Go S. Like, Keeper struggled a little bit. I don't know if it was the effects of the Keeper, but South of Midnight looks like amazing. I have straight away turned off the bloody stop motion stuff though, because it was making me feel sick. Yeah,
I love that.
It just doesn't. I didn't like it in Miles Morales when that was a suit, and I didn't like it at all. It was like actively annoying me. I don't know if it was just like my pure autism coming through, but I was like, no, I can't. So I turned it off. It runs at smooth 60, so I'm happy with that. But yeah, that game seems really good. Like, I played the intro,
fantastic.
and I was like, this
so
intro's
good.
really good. The characters are really good. The music's fucking sublime as well, by the way. I was like, oh, okay. So I was like, okay.
You get to the boss fights, David. The music is, it's fantastic.
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised that it's been as slept on as it apparently, because obviously no one's mentioned it in a lot of ways this year. But I played about 45 minutes, and I was like, oh, I'm going to enjoy getting back to this. So I'll finish off the other game I'm playing, and then I will get back to it. So
I got a question, Dave. Did you play any of them pre-big picture mode?
So I played Tony Hawk's pre-picture mode. God, I can't talk tonight. And that runs significantly better.
That was my question. Like,
yeah,
does it, because apparently frees up like 2 gig of RAM or whatever. Like, how does it perform better?
Yeah, I'd say it probably goes from. I was probably having to run Tony Hawk's on like everything lowest, FSR performance, lucky to get 30 frames, and now it's with the same settings probably consistent at 60.
Okay, nice.
So I fiddled with it a bit more. I've got it at locked 45, and then which is the best one I think for handhelds. Really, 40 or 45 is pretty good for that size screen. And then it's it looks slightly nicer, and it's a better resolution and stuff. But yeah, it's a really big difference. It genuinely is. It just because it works better with a controller as well. Because obviously Windows can be a bit of a nightmare because you have to touch your screen and it gets all gunky and dirty and nasty. But yeah, I think it is an improvement. But like we said, they just need to get the rollout. I reckon they were terrified by the Steam thing. So because I don't think they were planning to do it this quickly after the LIX, the Xbox X's, sorry. because obviously it's the new ones are fundamentally the same as the one you have, really,
Yeah,
just without the prongs. So yeah, I'll be interested when yours works, what you think of it. But I think it made quite a few gains. There's games
Yeah.
I'm probably more likely to play on that now than I was previous.
Yeah, like I say,
Yeah.
Keeper is one I like, ones because at the moment I'm getting around 30 to 40 frames a second, and it's on. I think everything I've got to low apart from one thing. One thing's on medium because I went on the ROG Ally like fan website
Yeah.
where people put like they're like what they're using sort of thing. It's like I can't remember. Might be shadows or something's medium, and everything else is low. And I'm getting between 30 and 40 frames. So it'd be interesting if like it does come and I suddenly jump up to 60 frames, or it's unlocked frame rate, so I could suddenly jump up to like 90 frames, and I'm like, well, I can go to medium on everything now or something. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah. I found that Keeper really struggled because it's just really effects heavy. But like, I mean, I was playing it on like potato quality, like FSR, whatever. Like it didn't look great on my thing. It was still alright, fun to play, but like it was a bit of a slog.
Yeah.
There's a section in Keeper where you're in like Candy Floss, right? You remember
Right.
that bit, Craigo?
Yeah, yeah.
And that kills performance because there is so many effects in that section, and that was like I'm talking like 10, 15 frames a second. So maybe I'll download that and see how that looks comparatively, so I
Hmm.
can see. But yeah, it is an improvement. Put it that way, from what we can see so far. Um, so as for other games, so let's talk about the existing games. Just Half-Life 2, play a little bit more of that on Steam. So my Legion Go S is dual booted, Craigo. So it can be confusing when I talk about it, but I have SteamOS running off an SD card and then Windows just on the main thing, just because SteamOS traditionally runs better because it doesn't have all the gubbins. So I might be able to go just all one and just install Steam now because it does make quite a big difference. But yeah, I've been playing more of Half-Life 2. So I think last week I said it was kind of like Doom. The further I've got, it is a lot like Halo 1. That's the best way I can describe it. It's like quite an open but like not open sort of game. Like has a very similar atmosphere to Halo 1, where it's like kind of the music's kind of dark and sinister and you don't really know what's around the corner. Kind of similar sort of feeling guns. Yeah, it's really good. I'm really enjoying it. It's a bit of a throwback game, but yeah, I think Halo 1 is probably the best way I can describe it. Um, and if they were to ever put this onto modern consoles, Craig would like it a lot. It's a very Craig game, first person shooter. It's good. Shock to everyone. Half-Life 2 is good. But yeah, it's the levels I'm on now are very Halo 1 feeling, and I was like, oh, we get the vehicles. I'm like, okay, we're starting to feel a bit more. But yeah, still fun. And then the other game I've talked about that I've been playing through is Rise of the Tomb Raider on the PS5, which is another one of my backlog games. I have just done. You like defend a village.
It was a long time
There's a
since
long
I
time ago.
played
So
it. So
Yeah.
according to the missions and the achievements, I reckon I'm about 70% through.
Right.
What I will say, really good game, a lot better than the first. Because I
Yeah,
struggled
I
with the
think this was the
first.
best of the three.
Nice, yeah, it's really good, and I really miss games like this, Pengi, because
Right.
obviously that Uncharted feeling, kind of open but not really, like optional content-y, like third person, like shooter, like exploratory game. Right, that's the best way I
Mm.
can think of it. Like it's fun. I've missed these games. I really like Uncharted. I think is better because it's a little bit more focused. I think is probably the word. Um, and it's less serious. I think that's Uncharted's always been my problem with these Tomb Raider games. I think they take themselves a little bit too seriously. But then you'll have you'll like fight like demons, and she falls over all the time. That's like her main thing. She's like Tom Cruise runs away from things in every film. In these games, Lara Croft will fall. If there's something, she will fall off it. It's
Hmm.
like the first half of the game is her falling off of stuff. But yeah, it's really good. I'm curious what the new game is. And I want to play the third one. I own the third one, so I'll probably play that at some point next year.
What you were saying about like how you like the games, why like I played that Echoes of the End, why I thought you would like that. It's
Yeah.
obviously you can't really explore in that game, but it's much more like old school linear, 8 hour adventure. It's like this actually is like something David like because it hasn't got all the bloat of like you don't like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth because
Mm.
it's got all the open world mini game and stuff bloat on it compared to this.
Yeah,
I think the most similar
go on.
thing I can think of at the moment is like Indiana Jones was kind of
Mm.
similar, where it was like
Yeah.
little smaller areas, like you said, there was the optional content. Yeah, that's probably the most similar I can think of.
Yeah, that
God
makes sense.
of War Ragnarok is the closest new game I can think of that I've played. It's very similar. That has like sections with
Mm.
optional content, but it's like if you want, you can do the optional content while still being linear. It's kind of the way I look at it. It's like the optional content is on the way to the ultimate goal. My problem is
Yeah.
always with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. My issue is that you go to one place and you got to turn around, go to a completely different place, and then it's like it's too back and forth, like it's almost Metroidvania, and I hate that. Backtracking winds me up, and I don't like it unless there's a real like if it's used sparingly within a game, like
Mm.
once every like 10 hours or something, cool. But like when it's all the time, I don't like it. It's just not how I like games. But yeah, this is really good. And Craig, you still need to play God of War Ragnarok and all the Uncharted games. Oh,
Yeah.
to be Craig, to have an empty mind of such games. I'd love to replay God of War Ragnarok games. So good. But there we go. But yeah, Rise Team is really fun. Again, you guys know that because you've played it. And then the last game
Yeah.
I've played, so on True Achievements, and we'll talk about Xbox 360 more when we get to the news. True Achievements have a Xbox at 20 event this week where you need to get 20 achievements in Xbox 360 games before Friday. And sometimes I'm on TA. I'm like, you know what? I don't mind that. It's quite fun, right? So I've been playing my constant backlog of Xbox 360 games, and I've been playing some Forza Motorsport 3, boys, on my actual Xbox 360. It's a lot better looking than I was expecting it to be, if I'm honest. And it is so much more fun to play than Gran Turismo 7. It's wild. It's like, yeah, it just feels great. It's like half arcadey, half simmy, 60 frames. I'm not going to say 1080p. It's probably 720, right? But like, it's smooth. It's really like, I don't know what's the word. It's like the cars feel weighty, but like you're in control. Whereas I feel like sometimes on Gran Turismo you just slide all over the place. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's just not silly. It's just like bog standard secondary racing game, right? You know I love my secondary racing games, but yeah, really good. I've not played much of the Motorsport series pre Xbox One, so it's been fun. I played 2 a bit last year, and I have 3. So I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, I say it runs really well and it looks really good. So I was kind of surprised because I don't know about you lot, but when I think about Xbox 360 games, I think it's stuff like struggling to hit 30 and looking like a potato. But in reality, it was actually quite a capable console when done properly. So but yeah, it was fun. Good old True Achievements, boys. Good old True Achievements. And I know we won't talk about it later, but they have done their My Xbox Story thing. You know, sometimes they do their thing. They take all your stats. They've got one for Xbox since obviously it's 20 years of achievements, isn't it, today? So yeah, it's cool. It's cool to go on there and see all the games I've played. Rarest game completion, Dirt 5. You all knew it. But yeah,
Used to like it.
all right. But that's me. So Pengi, take us to the news. Time for some news.
News item 1, and we're going to go over to Craig because we had an Xbox partner showcase. Craig,
A baker's dozen.
Right, well, thank you, Pengals. Sounds like the news at the moment, doesn't it?
We go live to Craig on set.
Thank you, Dave. This is Craig on set from Dave in the studio. Right, yeah, there was a partner showcase, Moz Thingy Majiggy. Was it yesterday? No, day before.
Day before, yeah.
Yeah.
it was
It's
on
at 6
Thursday.
o'clock in the UK, which is always a weird time for a showcase, isn't it? 'Cause that's tea time, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think I ate my tea while I watched it, Craig. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I think I waited till after I was hungry by then.
you
Well, luckily,
animal.
it wasn't very long, was it? So that's good. And I do remember just before this started, actually, like I was getting bomb text messages by Dave, just endlessly Pengles going on about how he wants more games set in France. He wouldn't shut up. He wouldn't leave me alone. That's all he kept saying to me. And we opened the show with another game set in France, and that is Armistice, I think it's called.
Artemis, yeah.
Which is a third-person shooter action game. It looked pretty cool. I don't know if this is like a remnant from the Ashes sort of thing.
It is apparently. I've seen somewhere else it's a roguelike or a rogue something.
And it's from the Godfall team as well, which I didn't realise.
And it's from the Godfall team.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I can't believe the Godfall team's still alive. Surely that just disbanded after that. Christ. So So yeah, it was quite a flashy trailer for that. But yeah, if it is a remnant-y Godfall thing, then God, that's a terrible combination of things, right, Penguins?
Yeah, but it's
Did
set
you
in
play? Did
France.
you play Godfall, or did you
I
buy it and
never
then
played
sell
it.
it?
No, I never
Yeah,
actually got around. Because I remember I bought it for my
the
my launch PS5
PlayStation
and
died, didn't it?
yeah.
Rip.
So the PlayStation dying saved you from having to play Godfall. What that did you
Yeah,
a treat there, really, didn't they? Sony
yeah,
looked after you there, Pengi.
yeah. It looks
Um,
quite good, but I don't know if it will be for any of us. Who knows?
It is on Game
I
Pass
just
though.
say,
So you go on.
uh, dispatch in France. That's what we need.
No, let's not encourage.
yeah.
Let's not encourage all this French stuff. Yeah, I thought this looked quite good, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's one of those. Again, I was watching. I was like, oh, okay, the roguelikiness might be too much, but again, as I said, it's day one Game Pass. I'd probably try it. If I don't like it, it'll get deleted, won't it? So I think it was good. What about you, Craigo? What do you think of it?
Yeah, I thought it was quite a good reveal trailer. It looked quite cool. It's just what it actually plays like and all that jazz, isn't it? If it
Yeah.
is like a reverent-y thing, then because me and you tried that once, didn't we? And I absolutely hated
Yeah, it was
it.
actual trash. Yeah,
Although I'm pretty sure, did we play with Pete and he insisted on us putting on like the hardest difficulty
it
or
was.
something like that?
Yeah,
We didn't even know what the
yeah.
buttons we were
Pete
pressing.
made it less fun, if I'm honest.
Yeah, yeah, it was. We played it for about half an hour, and I was like, "All right, I'm gonna go and do anything else but this. Anything."
I have a feeling me and you snuck off and played something else. I'm not even joking. I think we literally went offline and I was like, I think I messaged you like, we'll play fucking COD or something.
Yeah,
I think
it
Pete was
not a
drunk
good
as well.
experience.
Yeah, it wasn't good. There we go. But yeah, Armitage.
Yeah, that's how it's set in France
Oh,
for Dave.
we.
After that, they showed the Mound Omen of Cthulhu,
Nicely done.
which I don't know if this is a kind of Back for Blood, Left for Dead like, or if it's a multiplayer schmoz. I don't know.
It's
But
co-op.
it definitely
That's
looked
what
like
it says.
pardon? Yeah, it looks like
That's
there's
what it
four
says.
people you can play as,
Yeah,
a la Left for Dead, Back for Blood. I reckon it's that sort of thing, in all honesty. Um,
same. I couldn't even remember this until I'm watching this trailer now. So.
yeah, it's got that old Lovecraftian vibe going on, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But I don't think this was in Game Pass, so I think this might be a bit of a struggle, in all honesty.
We have Vermintide at home, was how I wrote it down in my notes.
Absolutely. There's been a lot of these sort of things recently. Maybe they've kind of missed the curve there with this one.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think you might be right.
After that, we had Dave the Diver. I believe this has finally come to Xbox. I don't think it was
Yes,
on
it is new
Xbox
to
before.
Xbox.
Yeah. I honestly have no. Dave the Diver is one of those things where I feel like it's such a PC thing where it's been in every show ever. There's always DLC. I have no idea what this video game is. Whenever it's shown, I just look at it. I'm like, what is this?
So
Is it
you're
like a
Dave.
sushi
Yeah.
sim
Yeah,
diving
So
thing?
you're Dave.
That's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go under the sea. You kill fish. You take them back to your sushi restaurant.
Yeah.
And then you sell it, and then you get more money, so you can buy better diving gear. And I think repeat pretty much.
So I
Sounds like
actually
a PC game.
I
doesn't it?
watched a review because I'm the same as you. I have no idea. I was like, okay, this looks like some sort of fucking roguelike thing. So I watched Xbox Era's review of it, and it turns out there is actually quite a story behind it. There's like actual cutscenes, and there's like actually a narrative you follow, and there's like a big twist and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay. Because again, same as you guys. I see it in every fucking show, and I've never bothered to pay any attention to it. So yeah, I'm actually quite low-key interested now that I've watched that review. And I know it's got loads of Yakuza stuff in it now, isn't it? So I was like, well, that
Yes.
helps.
Yeah, but some
So-
of them's come and gone. Like the Godzilla came and went, didn't it? So
Oh, cause yeah. But
yeah.
I'd be willing to try it. And because it's on Xbox, it also means it's on Windows cross-buy shenanigans, I think.
Yeah,
so.
it's a play anywhere game, and they even showed the ROG Ally X being used, and
Hell yeah.
you know,
Yeah, that was in the trailer,
and-
wasn't it? In playing.
yeah, and
the actual
I'm
Rogue
pretty sure when I turned on my ROG this morning to see if the big screen there's a handheld section on the Xbox
Yes, there is.
thing, and it's on there as
Yeah.
well. Obviously, it's showing up there to buy it. It's not in Game Pass, but it's it's on there as well. So
Oh yeah.
I did get excited when I saw the In the Jungle coming next year. I was like, oh, is that a standalone title? Because that could be a Fantasy Critic winner right there. But it's DLC in it, so
yeah, it's
or an
DLC.
update or something like that. After that, we had Crow's Warn. which is kind of Hollow Knight, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
From it.
I feel really bad for these
Um,
devs because they showed this about 3 years ago, and then it's finally ready just as Silksong comes out.
Yeah, that's bad timing, isn't it? It does look. I mean, obviously, I'm not a Hollow Knight guy, but from what they showed, it did look good for people who'd be into that sort of thing.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, you said it is unfortunate timing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
If this had come out like last year, you think it could have done like had a big splash. After that, boys, we had Echo Generation 2. I think was Crow's Warner Game Pass as well. I can't remember.
Yes,
I
it
think
is. Game Pass
Yes,
Ultimate, PC
yeah.
and Xbox. Yeah.
Echo Generation 2, I'm pretty sure is as well, which is I
Yeah.
think it's this studio's third game in a row, which is Game Pass, because the first
Yeah.
Echo Generation definitely was.
The
I think
fourth,
Ravenlock was.
Because Riverbond was as well.
Oh, okay. So they obviously really like Game Pass. This is obviously back to
Did
Echo
they do the
Generation.
gunk? Who did gunk?
No, the
they
Gunk
did
was
Gunk.
the Steam World team spin-off studio
Okay,
Image
yeah.
and Form, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Gunk was great.
Mm-hmm.
I did actually. I played a little bit of Echo Generation 1, and it was a very odd game because it had this really the cool aesthetic, and like like the Stranger Things kind of vibes. And it's got a nice art style, but it was weirdly like unbelievably difficult. It was very strange. You could get to the first boss, and the first boss would just absolutely push your shit. And I was like, "Am I just doing something wrong?" I remember like going onto like Reddit and be like, "Am I like? Let's just have a look, see if there's any other people like whining about this." Or if I'm just being an absolute moron, and no, there was a lot of people like, yeah, no, that's really hard. You have to like grind like hell in the first area just to beat the first boss. And I was like, yep, nope, absolutely not. So it'd be interesting to see if they've learnt from that, maybe. I think we all played Ravenlock, right? So
Yeah,
we all played at
Ravenlock
least
was
one of their
pretty
games.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, I never
So-
heard of the first one of these because this looks like my shit. So I looked at it, I was like, turn-based, okay. Quite like the style.
Was the first one turn-based? I don't
Yeah.
really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd never heard of it. Never heard of the first
Yeah.
one.
I wonder how like it continues from the first one, because this one looks like obviously the first one was like a Stranger Things
Like
small
literally,
town in
yeah.
America, but this is obviously like more like cyberpunk type thing. If it's just using the name and like combat style, or if it actually does follow the first one in some way.
Yeah, and then talking about following the first one in some way, we had the second game from the Vampire Survivors team.
Hell
Which
yeah.
is Vampire Crawlers, the turbo wildcard from Vampire Survivors, which is coming next year. It's a weird trailer, wasn't it? It's some sort of roguelike dungeon crawler thing. I know people absolutely love Vampire Survivors, don't they?
Yeah,
So,
it's. I've played it a few times. It's pretty fun and addictive, if I'm honest.
yeah.
Come
I
to
think
Come to Game Pass, so I'll try this as well.
Yeah. This is points as well. I feel next year for the old fancy.
Very much so.
Yeah, most probably. Obviously, it's lots. It's a completely different dungeon. Yeah, it's a dungeon crawler. It's a different genre, isn't it now? So, but yeah,
Yeah.
like you said, it's most probably gonna do well.
Yeah, people love that sort of shit, don't they? After that, we had a very strange little trailer from 007 First Light. They just showed off an Aston Martin. That was about it.
It's nice. It's a
They
nice
just
looking
showed
car
off
though,
an
isn't it, Greco?
It's a nice car. There was some machine guns, I think, sticking out the side at one point, and then they moved on. It was
Nice.
like,
Yeah.
oh, that was the big selling point of this whole show, and you've just showed a car. That's strange.
Yeah,
Very
it was weird because they said at the start, "Yeah, gonna have another look at 007," and it's like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, very strange.
Literally,
It's a very
that was it.
strange build from this game in general. This just added to the strange build.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the weird of it is like in the trailer, it's like, "Oh, you get this car when you become a 00 agent," but the whole point of First Light is it's Bond isn't a 080 agent, and so you're gonna drive this car for like 2 missions or something at the end.
Probably the way this game's going. Yeah. After that, we had Roadside Research, which is a garage, a garage sim basically, isn't it?
It's
pumping gas.
It's
pretending
a
to be
streamer
aliens.
game.
Yeah, and not for us
No.
at all.
Uh,
This is a very odd game after this. I think this is. I saw the name Atari pop up at one point during this.
And infograms. I was like, Atari and infograms. What year is it?
Infograms even is.
Infograms is like it was like a 90s French studio that then I think got bought Atari and then just consumed Atari, but they used to be on
Yeah.
like every PS1 game and like
Yeah.
N64 game.
Weird.
Very strange to see it again, Craigo.
Yeah, when I saw Atari in Fairgrounds, and I saw Atari was like a new Alone in the Dark already, a new Cold Fear, because obviously Atari bought that license was just a new game in general.
Yeah, so what we actually got was Total Chaos, which is a remake of of a game that was made in a Doom 2 mod by, I think the name that came up was Sam Pebble or Preble. Because
Yeah,
it came up as if we all knew that name, and I was like, I'm gonna have to Google this name to figure out what this is there. And yeah, he was a famous Doom 2 modder apparently, and he made this game originally in Doom 2 as a mod, and now he's made it in an actual separate game.
it
So I suppose a cool little
it has
story.
3 reviews, 80, 80, 85 at the moment,
Oh,
That's not
nice.
bad.
and it's on Game Pass, I believe.
Hmm.
It did, yeah. It shadow
Yeah.
dropped in Game
Yeah.
Pass out that day. I do, like I said, I'm going to keep an eye on it. If people recommend it a bit, I might give it a go. It looked like a horror game, but it didn't look like survival horror to me. It looked like actiony. Like it didn't look
Yeah.
like he was conserving bullets. You know what I mean? It looked like he
Yeah.
was
No,
just
especially if it made in
shooting,
the
which makes
Doom
sense if it
engine.
was a Doom 2 mod,
Yeah.
doesn't it? Really, like that kind
Yeah.
of. I guess it all
Yeah.
kind of ties back to that. But yeah, it looked quite cool. I thought.
Looks like a Craig game, as they are called in the
Yeah.
business.
Yeah, so it's one I'll keep an eye on definitely, and might give a go at some point, especially since it's on Game Pass. After that, Pengi, we
Yep.
had Reanimal.
Yeah.
The one you should have bought.
Well, we'll
yeah.
buy.
It's got a demo.
I'm interested to hear your thoughts on this first, Pengi, as we've just played Little Nightmares 2. What did you think of this little show?
It looks better already from the trailer, and if this is somehow worse than Little Nightmares, then it's going to be like the worst game of 2026. Because I feel that's impossible, to be honest.
Yeah, I kind of so after Little Nightmares, I was like, is this genre just kind of dead now? Like, has all the life been sucked out of it? These kind of like 2.5 horror games, essentially 2.5D horror games. Like we've had so many of these sort of like things now, haven't we? Puzzle horror,
Yeah.
like games. I know there's like other ones that come up that are a little bit more like less horror-y. And I think there's still life for that, but like these like dark, dingy horror games, I was like, oh, I don't know. After Little Nightmares 3, and then I watched this trailer, and I was like, actually, looks really good. This
Yeah.
is weird. This does maybe there's is still hope, and I do wonder as well if this is going to review better than it would have next year now, just because of Little Nightmares 3 being so bad, and if reviewers
Yeah,
would
and you
like.
think this is better than it actually is.
Yeah,
So,
people reviewers can be like, "Wow, this is what Little," because this is obviously the team that made the first two,
Yeah.
isn't it? The people will be like, "Yeah, this is what Little Nightmares 3 should have been." Like, fuck
Also-
Little Nightmares 3. We're gonna give this slightly higher. I wonder,
Yeah.
cynically.
And I also do wonder, like, this obviously looks like, they did 1 and 2, it's the co-op thing, and it kind of looks like very. I don't know if, like, they had this idea in the first place, and then, like, obviously they went from Bandai Namco, and Bandai Namco was like, oh yeah, we've got this really good idea, Super Mathis, we're going to make it a co-op version of Little Nightmares.
Yeah,
And that's what they have.
yeah, absolutely.
Up the THQ.
And I think did the date leak before or something like that?
Yeah,
But
it
they
went
did
up on
show the
Steam.
date.
Yeah, Steam
Um,
had the date
It's
out
February.
already. Yeah,
Yeah,
13th of
February.
February.
There's a demo out now.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah, that does actually look pretty good, I thought.
Ooh.
After that, we had Erosion, which I believe was the weird sci-fi, like Western thing where every time you die, you're trying to save your kid, and every time you died, she aged by like 10 years or something like that.
It's Sifu.
Yes, yes. Didn't look like anything for any of us, in all honesty.
Oh, I like
No,
the
I
look of
don't
this. I like the look of this a lot.
Okay.
I thought this was
See,
really
I don't
interesting.
like the art style. Oh,
Do you not like the voxels? No, I get it. I
No.
think it's a bit of a. They didn't have me until I saw the like racing around, and I was like, "Oh, that's kind of interesting." It's so for me, it's tentatively on the radar. It going into game preview first probably ruins it a little bit, just because I'm like, just put the game out when it's done. Don't. But I
so you're
thought
not going to play the early access spring 2026 on
if
PC?
it's on Game Pass, yes, but I'd rather
It is in Game Pass.
then I'll try it on that for sure. I think it looks really fun. I thought it was a really interesting idea. A twin stick shooter, but like also having all these other gameplay elements, and then the 10-year thing I think is really interesting. Because I don't like roguelites, but I'm like, it means you can basically die 5 times in a game, which seems quite an interesting concept. But yeah, I'm willing to try it. I'm willing to try it.
The like those bits of it around the cave, and I was like, this reminds me of Below. Remember that game?
God.
Yeah. Yeah, we waited years and it was not.
Was Below the one
Yeah.
that looked like you could barely see the character on the screen when it actually came out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that
the
one.
one.
Yeah. It
Good
was that,
times.
and that got shown
Good
for, like,
times.
it was never shown again, and it finally came out, and everyone was excited, and it came out, and everyone was excited.
Yeah, it was not. It was not good.
Please be excited.
No, I never even tried it, I don't think. After that, boys, we had Zoo Punk, which looked like a kind of double A hack and slashy thing.
Yep.
Which looked a bit like Biomutant and a bit like the Fist games, that were the PlayStation Metrovania things, right?
Yeah, it's a prequel to that, and it's the same team.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah,
realise that.
I think
Yeah,
I put
and-
a spelling mistake in our group chat earlier when I reread what I said. I was like, what's
Yeah.
going on about?
Yeah, and you play as Ray. He's called Ray too, and you play as Ray in the thing. And obviously, in the next game, he's got a robot arm. So I'm guessing you're losing your arm in this game.
Spoilers, Craig. Spoilers
Well,
from Pengi.
the other game is already out. It's also a weird one because obviously the first one or Fist or whatever it's called, it's part of the China Hero project by Sony. It was like help funded by Sony. It has come elsewhere since. Like, this is coming to everything like right away. I was like, did PlayStation see this game and pass up, or was it a bit like the Helldivers situation? They made, enough money on the first fish that they can go everywhere with this new game. Especially, it looks quite a jump from a Metroidvania to a, like you said, more of a double A sort of action slash game.
Yeah, maybe. There wasn't enough tits for Sony, right? That's usually... It's got to be big anime titties for those games for Sony to put the money in, I think.
Or lesbians. They're
Yeah,
like lesbians,
yeah,
aren't they?
that's what. You're right. If these been two Lola bunnies with their tits out scissoring, I think that would have been a PlayStation exclusive.
Could be.
I look again now that you've said that it is actually from the Fist team. That gives me some hope as well, because that's a game. That original Metroidvania was one that I always looked at and was like, oh, I kind of want to give that a go because it looked cool, and just never had time.
Yeah, right. The constant problem.
Looking now, I reviewed it an 80. But yeah, this looks quite cool. It looks like it does look like a little bit of a throwback to we used to always get these old double A action games, right?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't really look soulsy to me. I don't know if I'm reading it wrong here.
No, it doesn't look
No,
Soulsy
it doesn't.
to me.
To be fair, I think it looks more like
A Devil May Cry.
like Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah.
Very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So it'd be cool to see how this one plays out, because it could be. I feel like a lot of these games come out and they're like 7s and everyone just forgets about them. These double A hack and slash things, but
Yeah.
this looks quite cool. I thought. I don't think this one's Game Pass though, was it? I think this was just
No.
One which I think was Game Pass is
Yeah,
Clover
and-
Pit.
Yeah, it's out now.
Yeah, which is some sort of weird. This looks like the most PC thing ever. I think it is actually out on Steam. Had been out on Steam.
Yeah,
for a
it's
while,
been out
right?
for 8. I think this is the same devs that did Backshot Roulette, but not really sure. It looks the same.
I thought it was like Balatro at first. I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
It's very Balatro. And much like Balatro, I fear that it could be quite addictive. I downloaded it, so I haven't tried it yet, but I played about 10 hours of Balatro last year that passed
Nice.
by very quickly. So, I've seen a few streamers play this for a while, and I've always been like, well, I'm not buying it, but if it ever comes to a service, I'll try it. So it's come to a service, so I'll try it. Balatro is great, Craig. Balatro is one of those horrifying games that if you played it on Switch, you'd lose hours, because you love poker, and I think it would kill you a bit, because I think you'd be like, oh yeah, that's fun. I'll just do that. I'll just play. Oh, and then fuck, it's 2 a.m.
Mhm.
Shit's so good.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Balatro is great.
Talking about something else, he was great. Eminem, right, boys? We're all big Eminem fans in this
We love a bit
podcast.
of Slim Shady.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all about a bit of him, a bit of Marshall Mathers, whatever he's called. And the good thing is, boys, that he is coming to Hitman. Like one of the long lines of, I feel like there's been a lot of these celebrities coming to Hitman, right?
Mhm.
So I'm guessing you can kill Slim Shady now in Hitman. I'm guessing that's what we're doing.
Yeah. That's what we're trying to
You
do.
can kill him with his mum's spaghetti, which is my favourite reference in the trailer.
Absolutely. Yeah, so the weirdos who are still playing Hitman World of Assassination, I know people do love that game.
Mm-hmm.
They can kill Eminem now. That's good for them, right?
Mhm.
And then after that we had Tides of Annihilation again, which is a gameplay trailer, and they made the fuss at the end of saying it was an unedited boss fight, I believe.
They
This is
looked
the
at.
second time we've seen this, I think.
Yeah.
This is a kind of Souls-like. It's like a British, like, and it's got like Arthurian, like. I've said that wrong, haven't I?
Oh no, you did,
Yeah, I
did
think you
alright. You
said it
did
right.
okay.
Yeah, I think yeah.
Believe in
The
yourself a
Knights of
bit
the
more. You're
Round
okay.
Table,
Yeah.
sort of jazz going on there. I think you summon them, right?
Yeah.
So you imagine you'd be summoning Lancelot or whatever the other ones are
You've
to
nailed it.
help you fight the big Souls-like baddies, along with your big titties. I'm sure you're
Hell
flapping around
yeah.
all over the place, loose and wild in the wind. And Pengi, you love big titties flapping around loose and wild in the wind, so I imagine this to be a bit of you, right?
It does look a great game. It does look good. It does look when you because I think you guys were actually saying about Punk looks soulsy, and then I think you guys like afterwards. No, this does look very soulsy.
It looked
Oh,
very Final Fantasy 16 in the boss fight as well. It was like
yeah,
just right, we're just gonna ratchet up everything to
yeah,
10
with all
and
the like flashy effects and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, how many times am I gonna have to summon Lancelot and Galahad and stuff like that to come help me?
Big shout out to
yeah,
the
well,
dev that played this demo flawlessly, by the way. Big
Yeah.
shout out. There's one guy in the studio that's like unbelievable at it. They're like, right, we just need to record you for 5 minutes straight.
yeah,
I think this looked cool. I think, unfortunately, I thought it ran terribly in the video, which is obviously, I don't know if it's the video or if it's an early build. Um, but if this is one that if the Souls community get to it and it's good, then it will do really well. It's like
Mm.
Lost Soul aside, if it actually come out and been good, it would have been huge. Like Stellar
yeah,
Blade. That's how I feel about this. If this is as good as Stellar Blade, then it will do great. If it's Lost Soul aside, no one will care.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. And then to end it all, we had Raji, Kaluga. So this the next game from the Raji team, boys.
Hell
It's a
yeah.
game we all played, and I think we all quite liked.
I played it twice. It's an indie game,
Yeah,
right?
I think we got the completion on that. I think I played it 1.5 times. So I think there's a missable bit which I
Yeah.
fucked up and missed, and had to do the half a game again to
I
get it.
I bought it randomly on PlayStation and then played it on Game Pass.
Nice.
hmm
I don't think they really showed much gameplay from
No,
memory.
I don't
It
think
was
they
just
showed
kind
any
of like,
gameplay.
They didn't, but they did say in their press release it's shifting from isometric to a third-person action game.
Interesting.
Okay.
The fact that this
So
got
Raji's done well for him, is what we're saying.
yeah,
For
the fact that
budget.
this got full top billing above of Tides of Annihilation. And I think when we played Raji, I think the thing that we all said was how interesting the world was.
Yeah,
So if this is a third-person game with good combat and it keeps that kind of adventure element that the first game had, this could be one of those low-key fantasy critic point winners. Because I like I said, we all really liked the first one that had a very small budget, was isometric. So a third-person, almost actiony, maybe something a bit more similar in sort of style, but not gameplay to the Plague's Tale games, which took France
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
before it was cool, and now we're doing that in India.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I can imagine this with the two characters being a bit like Plague Tale.
God, I'd love that. I love those
But
games.
this looks, I think the concept of this and the budget that it clearly has, because this is bigger budget than the whole game. There's more polygons in this trailer than the whole Raji and Ancient Epic. So, no, I'm tentatively quite interested actually, Craig. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd be very keen to see it actually in action. Get a good idea as to what it is. And I'm just looking now, and it is Game Pass as well. So that's
Hell
exciting.
yes.
There's no hint of a date, I don't think. Though, which
No,
might be
there
the
was
only
nothing,
thing.
not even the 2026 or anything like that. But
No.
you'd think, I don't know, you'd think maybe next year if you're showing it, but you never know.
No. And that was the show, boys. That was the Xbox Partner
Preview.
Showcase? Direct preview.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
for this year. I think did they do a partner preview like this time last year as well?
Yeah.
Got a
Yeah.
weird feeling they did. So they seem to like this time of year for them, and they always do their like underscore directs at the same sort of time as well, don't they? So it almost feels like they plan around to have these shows at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good show.
I thought it was. Yeah, I thought it was okay for what
Yeah.
it was. There was nothing that made me leap out of my chair and take my top off and spin it around my head and start screaming up and down the street. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what it would take to make me do that nowadays. But at the same time, it wasn't too long. It didn't overstay its welcome, and it showed me some cool Game Passy stuff. Right?
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what you would expect from these sort of shows, right?
Right, and we didn't see one cozy game. We didn't see one fucking big titty free hentai anime free to play Chinese game. And we
Yeah.
See
didn't.
any blue hair?
Right, no, we didn't see any of that rubbish. No farming sims. Great.
Yeah,
Actual
it's
video
just, like,
games.
Like Xbox, not Nintendo do like partner previews all the time, and there's just, like you said, there's normally cozy and farming
Yeah.
and JRPGs,
Yeah.
and this is like horror and Souls likes and
Western
Game
indie
Pass
game
stuff.
stuff, right?
yeah, like Western like vampire crawlers and that.
Yeah.
I actually don't know where that's made, but
No, I don't even. So it's like Poland or something. But no, I thought it was for what it was and what they said it was going to be. Fine, absolutely fine. Like you said, and like I kind of like that it showed the platforms that this was coming to as well. So it's like, yeah, this is all every single game's Xbox Anywhere. That's our big initiative. 9 of these games are on Game Pass, but you can also play a lot of them on PS5, some Switch 2 in there, almost everything on Steam. I thought it was a cool way to do it. To be fair,
Yeah, absolutely.
perfect. Let's get back into the regular Pengi news desk.
yeah. So number 2 news. There's actually 8 items of news in
A
total.
baker's dozen.
And number 2, xCloud is coming to Brazil and Argentina. So in South America, you'll be able to do some cloud gaming, which I feel actually could be really good for that region because I feel the consoles are always been super spenny before all the price hikes and tariffs and that, and that's why the Master System lasted 700 years in Brazil. But then I don't know how good their internet and that is in Brazil and Argentina. Any ideas, Dave?
Yeah, so it's interesting. So it's what Penguin is referring to is a large import tax. So if stuff isn't made within Brazil, it's really expensive. So Tectoy famously made Sega consoles in Brazil, so the Master System and the Mega Drive have lived forever. But PlayStations didn't, for example, or Xboxes. So the fact that this is going on, and I was reading the thing they put up, this is going on to like LG TVs and Fire Sticks as well. So that cost of entry is so low, and the internet is okay, is fine. Brazil and Argentina. I don't know if we talked about it last week, but they also did this last week, but in India. So these are 3 massive populations that don't have a lot of choice for gaming. So I'd be interested to see how it does. Very interested to see how it does, because the games you can play on xCloud, because xCloud and Luna you can play quite a lot of sports games, but I believe you can only, unless they've changed it, Luna was the only place you could play the new sports games via streaming. So I'd be interested if you can play it, because obviously FIFA's huge in these countries. But yeah, it'd be interesting to do. It's cool to see it expanding. It doesn't. I think people have kind of accepted that cloud gaming, on the whole, is not really of interest to the UK, Europe, America side of it. We'd all rather just download our games or buy them physically. So it's interesting to see how these things do in countries that don't have as much access or as much money as we do. But yeah, it's cool to see it still going on.
Yeah. Any thoughts, Cray?
No, nothing to expand on what you guys.
No. Next news item: EA are not doing F126. It's going to be DLC, Craig. They're doing DLC for F125.
That's weird, isn't it? 'Cause I feel like these F1 games normally do pretty well, right? You'd think F1's massive, isn't it? People fucking love that shit. So is that just that do you reckon they fucked it? Is this like a bloody football manager situation? Like they've tried to do something and they've absolutely royally fucked it, and now they're just gonna do DLC instead and make it something else next year. Like, yeah, you have to wonder how they've ended up with that. Because you would have thought a new F1 game would make them a lot of money, right?
Yeah, you'd think.
It's just EA.
Dave, any thoughts?
It's EA slowly but surely squeezing the last ounce of life out of Codemasters in what is people can say what they want about Xbox killing Rare or fucking Destiny, Bungie being bad under PlayStation. What EA has done to Codemasters is borderline disgraceful.
Yeah, because Codemaster's like over 30 years old. Like Bungie's only. Well, I expect Bungie's like 20, 30 years old as well.
Oh yeah,
But yeah, Codemaster's, I guess,
Codemasters
because being in the
is
UK.
closer to 40 years old, I think. To be
Yeah.
honest with you. But yeah, they've killed it,
Yeah.
Pengi. They've shut half the studios. Obviously, they've killed the Evolution team that came over. They've pretty much killed. They killed WRC. That's going back to Nacon. There's no talk of any more Dirt or Grid or anything. It's a travesty. So I think they're trying to rebudget their system. They don't have the teams in place to do yearly games anymore. I don't think. I wouldn't be surprised if this DLC is heavily AI created as well.
Yeah. Because what would they really do with DLC? It's just like,
Be
here's the
liveries,
Cadillac team.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
basically roster updates.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't think there's any new tracks coming into the calendar next year. I'm not that familiar with F1 to be honest.
I'm not sure. All I knew is Cadillac, I think, is the team next year. I'm pretty sure.
Oh
but
yeah, that'd be great in a straight line. As soon as you try and turn it, game over.
Yeah.
The biggest F1 car out there.
Yeah, they've had to put a new weight limit in specifically.
Yeah. I am for Denise. Dave, I don't know if this spurred your rise to the Tomb Raider playing, because 2013's second Tomb Raider reboot, I think people always forget they rebooted it on the PS2. Second
People
reboot
want to forget it, Pengi. People want to forget it.
came to Switch and Switch 2, Dave.
It did.
Yeah. Oh, I guess you haven't picked this up because you didn't mention it. No.
No, it's cool. So we've they kind of shadow dropped it with a really interesting payment model, Craigo, where it's £16 with a launch 10% off, and then for every one of the Tomb Raider collections you own digitally, it's another 10% off. So I think if you own everything, it's like £12, which is quite an interesting way to do it. It's absolutely the Xbox 360 PS3 code. You can tell by the hair in the video I watched. It doesn't. There's a very specific change to the hair in the definitive edition. But it's a very interesting release. It's basically the same game on both, but runs at 30 on Switch and 60 on Switch 2. I watched a channel I always watch called the Gamescast. I don't know if you've ever seen it, boys.
Yeah.
Lovely Dutch guy. It does all the consoles, and it's quite interesting. I think how they've managed to get this to run as well as it is on Switch 1 is witchcraft. Like, I don't know how they've managed it. Because for a Switch 1 game, it's very impressive. For Switch 2, it's less so. But I think...
Yeah, until they must... Because obviously it's a Switch 2, they could have the proper one, but I guess that's more work, and this is much easier for Aspire to do. Just make the 360 one at 60 frames.
Yeah, I mean, and typically this is what Aspire do. So Aspire... Craig, if you're not familiar, are the people that do all the Star Wars ports. Mainly.
They were famously the ones that were going to make Knights of the Old Republic.
Yes.
They're still remaking it, allegedly.
Until they realised that, oh my god, this team never makes whole games. All they ever do is take the worst version of every game and then make it run well on the Switch. Because obviously, famously, the Force Unleashed is the Wii version on Switch.
Which is always baffling.
Which is not the 360 version, the version that you'd expect. So, but yeah, I think if you've not played Tomb Raider 2013 because you only play Nintendo consoles, pick this up. It's a great game. Like I was saying with Battle Rise earlier, these type of games are a bygone era. I mean, you got to understand, boys. This was 12 years ago. This game came out.
I know.
12 years ago. But
reboot.
Yeah,
we're gonna bet most probably. Obviously, the next Tomb Raider game will be the third reboot of Tomb Raider.
Yeah, probably. Well, Tomb Raider 1 came out over, 30 years ago now? 30 years this year or next year? So it's wild, isn't it? God. Yeah, so when this game came out, GTA 5 came out. That's where we're at, boys. We've had 8 Tomb Raider releases since then. But yeah, if you haven't played it, it's worth playing. It's interesting to me that the multiplayer is in fact in the game, which I didn't think was going to be, but it is the multiplayer. I watched someone play it. It's quite funny. Well, because me and Pengi played it on Stadia, I think.
Yeah,
and that's when we played the multiplayer.
It was like us three. It was like us two and like one other person playing it. Like no one.
Which was all the people that owned Stadia before Craig said it. Or he comes out and fucking opens his mouth. But yeah, like I said, it's a fun game, so it's cool that it's available on more. I'm surprised that it wasn't a trilogy set, but I'd imagine the third game is the issue for that because it wasn't on 360, whereas the second game was.
They could make it Switch 2 only, I guess. That because the Switch 2 would run it.
Yeah, I think so.
You'd hope. Yeah. Because it is a PS4 game still, so yeah. Next news item: Call of Duty Black Ops 7 is sold terrible. Craig, physical sales are down 61% in the UK, and less than Battlefield 6, and obviously that's on 2 less platforms. I know more people are going to digital, Craigie, but 61% is a whole awful lot in a year compared to Black Ops 6.
Yeah, you got to think that I don't know if the physical would have been that big to start with, in all honesty, like you say, because it wouldn't have been huge anyway. So yeah, it's a bad number. I was looking because we talked about how bad the reviews were last week. It's gone down a lot since last week as well, just in the reviews.
It's in 67 now, I think.
66 it is according to OpenCritic now.
Yeah, no.
I think we were making it faster. It was at like 77, so that is gone down a hell of a lot.
Yeah, and like I remember last year, Black Ops 6, like quite a few people in work, I remember saying, like, coming, knowing that I play video games and stuff like that, like asking if I was getting it and things like that. I've heard or seen no one talk about Black Ops 7 like this year compared to last year, based on like work. Also, number Steam peak is 86,000. It can then you compare that to Black Ops 6, that peaked at 300,000. So a bit different to Black Ops 6 last year. And then we also got data from across Europe, not just in the UK. It sold 63% less than Battlefield 6. Again, that's on 2 less platforms as well, because it's not that's not on PS4 or Xbox One, and it's 60% down on Black Ops 6 as well. Obviously, reviews are bad. Everyone hates the campaign and stuff, but most people just play Call of Duty for the multiplayer, as far as I'm aware, Craig. So, and also, I don't know if the normies, like the people asking me in work about my Call of Duty, they really know that Black Ops 6 is like got a load of AI stuff, generated stuff, and the campaign's bad. I think they would just normally play it up for the multiplayer, or what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I honestly don't know. I don't follow any Call of Duty stuff nowadays.
No.
I don't know what people think about the multiplayer or not. I was just looking. This is the Treyarch and Raven teams go of Call of Duty, because obviously they kind of take it in turns, don't they? From Infinity Ward over to these 2 studios. And back when I was a Call of Duty nut, I always used to prefer the Infinity Ward ones massively. And yeah, I think maybe that's still the case, but these feel like a bit of the B team maybe, because the Infinity Ward one last year was actually really good.
That was Treyarch, wasn't it, last year?
A lot of that.
Yeah, I think it was Treyarch last year.
BO6.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, Black Ops is always Treyarch.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
There was another team they made. It got skipped, didn't they? So they got drafted in to make Black Ops quickly last year. I think was the story.
Right.
I feel like it was supposed to be Sledgehammer.
Yeah. Because you got Sledgehammer, Raven, Infinity, and Treyarch, haven't you?
Yeah.
I think there's smaller studios below them, but that's the 4.
Yeah, it's like what used to be
Yeah.
Neversoft and Vicarious Visions and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like pump out the maps and stuff like that for them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Davey, any thoughts on Call of Duty Black Ops 7?
Yeah, so there's a Call of Duty streamer I watch. And I've watched a few videos about it, and he was basically like, well, he's not surprised because 1, the game's bad in terms of the campaign. He was like, 2, there isn't very much that's different, to the point of which they've done Nuketown again. And he was like, all the people are doing are going to go on Nuketown, get all their camos in 24 hours, and then complain that there's no content. And he was just kind of like, well, the game just isn't good. Like, he's like, that's the problem is the game just isn't good. So like, people aren't going to play it. And I think the difference this time as well, you've got to think to last year as well, because what was the Call of Duty before Black Ops 6? Was it Modern Warfare 3?
Possibly, I can't remember.
Which didn't do very well and wasn't particularly well liked. And then there was a you've got to remember the marketing push last year for Black Ops 6 was massive. Like me and Craig played it. My brother bought it. I know so many people that bought it. You couldn't turn on your
Yeah,
TV
yeah. Like I said,
for
I know
Black Ops
loads of
6.
people like asking me about it and
Yeah.
stuff like that. This is what I was saying. We know Call of Duty Black Ops 7 is bad because obviously we're doing the podcast and you were streaming. But like, does the normie have they gone out of their way to look at and go, oh yeah, I see Black Ops 7's campaign is bad. I'm not, not playing it. Was it because Battlefield 6 come out this year and that has done
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I
loads of
think
numbers?
you got to remember as well, the normies are a lot older than the normies were when we were playing because kids aren't playing Call of Duty. Kids are playing Fortnite and whatever else, right? So like, I think it's more of
The Simpsons at the moment.
Exactly. So I think if you the normie examples are like the mid-20s, mid-30s guy at Asda is the example, right? The people that used to be the Gareths, right, when I used to work there.
Yeah.
They're probably going, well, me and my mate are playing Battlefield 6 and this is really good. Oh, there's a free version of Battlefield 6 out now if you want to try it. Oh, that's really fun. We'll just buy it. Looks like there's no Nicki Minaj skins, there's no Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like it's just a military shooter and it's like basic and fun and that's what we want. Again, the campaign isn't good for Black Ops 6, for Battlefield 6 either, apparently. So like like you said, if you're doing purely the multiplayer, I think people are kind of looking at that. Like Warzone isn't doing very good, so people aren't really fussed about that side of it. Which is the big money is the microtransactions and the battle royale, right? So I think it's a combination of all these things, Pengi, and it's just. Yeah, ultimately, if it's a bad game, it's just not gonna. The word of mouth ends pretty quickly, doesn't it? If you're one mate, it's like, oh, like you said, you're the gamer, right? So if your normie mates are like, oh, is this any good? And you're like, no, it's terrible. They're like, oh, we'll play Battlefield 6, or we'll just keep playing last year's COD, or we'll buy Battlefield 6, or we'll play Fortnite, or we'll play FIFA or whatever, right? But yeah, I'm not surprised. From what I've seen of the game, I'm not surprised. The campaign looks bafflingly bad. Like the fact that you can't pause the game is wild.
You don't have to play the campaign now to unlock the extraction mode either. You can just play that right away if you want now.
Yeah, because Craig, that was an end game only thing. The extraction shooter bit.
Just play Outriders instead, isn't it?
That game's doing very well.
Yeah, I think it's 4 million sold or something now.
And Steam Deck verified, so they sorted out the anti-cheat, even better.
Yeah. But we'll stick at Xbox because we've got some new Game Pass releases. Some of them's already come out by the time we've recorded this, but I will go through them. Moonlighter 2, that's on PC only because it's in early access. That's Ultimate and PC tier. You got Kubrara and the Souls of Limbo. That's console PC cloud. That's just in premium. I have no idea what that is. Revenge of the Savage Planet. That's Series X and S, PC and cloud. That's on premium. I don't know why that one says console. It must be on Xbox One as well. Then you got Monsters Are Coming, Rock and Road. That's just on PC. I believe that's early access as well. That's Ultimate and PC tier. The Crew Motorfest. That's console, PC and cloud. Ultimate and PC. Banishers, Curse of New Eden. Great game. That's a game for you, Dave. If you're talking about Tomb Raider and that. That's on Ultimate PC and Premium. Kill It 5-2. That's on Ultimate PC Premium. Marvel Cosmic Evasion. 1st of December that comes out. The console, PC, and cloud. You need Ultimate or PC tier for that. And then December 2nd, Lost Records, Bloom Rage. That's on Series X, PC, cloud, and Ultimate PC and Premium. Anything for you there? Let's go today first.
So Calubra is a Latin American looking. It's the one with like a bone snake they showed in the couple of the shows. It kind of looks like Paper Mario.
Right, okay.
But yeah, so
Mario, isn't it?
Exactly. So looking at this list, so the Crew Motorfest. I mean, I've played it a bit. It's like I said, it's Forza Horizon at home. Banishers definitely want to try. Marvel Cosmic Invasion I will definitely play on day one. Might even try and enlist one or two of you for co-op on that. I did see that physical got announced for that as well, Pengi. If you're so inclined.
Yeah, in March. Yeah.
Lost Records. I'd rather not. You guys liked it, right?
Yeah.
And Revenge of the Savage Planet. So that's cool. I think there's some good stuff in there, Pengi. Some good stuff in there. But a couple of things.
Yeah.
What about you, Corrego?
I think obviously Banish is one I would recommend. It's very good. People who haven't given that a go. Lost Records. It's weird to think that game came out this year because we played it on Plus, right, Pengi? And obviously it's kind of like a Telltale game, and now we have Dispatch, and it's like, God, it's nowhere near that level, is it?
No.
The big one is Marvel Cosmic Invasion, which I didn't realize was Game Pass. I don't know if that was
No, they
ever
literally.
advertised or if this was just how they announced it, like
This
this.
is when they and how they announced it.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
which is
yeah,
fair enough. But yeah, this is one that I thought looked very good for a while, right? I think Dave has it on fantasy, and I think it will get him a lot of points.
Hell
And
yeah.
yeah, playing these kind of like old beat 'em ups and like co-op or whatever. Ninja Turtle was good, right? So yeah, yeah. No, I'm looking forward to that. Playing Marvel and playing it on Game Pass is perfect for this sort of game. Yeah.
yeah. So there was that. That's on the Xbox. And it's just Marvel Cosmic Invasion. I am fussed about there, sort of thing, and I think it'd be actually a really good game on to play handheld and
Hmm.
stuff like that. They've been 2D beat 'em up, so it's definitely one I would most really check out on playing through Game Pass on the ROG. So it's that. We got news on the fly. Silent Hill 2. Obviously, that came to Xbox out of nowhere, really. This week it just sort of shadowed, dropped, and so did. Thank goodness you're here. That's now on Xbox. Two games I was expecting to be in the partner preview due to leaks and stuff. Neither were. I guess you're not going to check out either again, Craig, because you played them both on PlayStation, sort
Yeah.
of thing. So what about you, Dave? Silent Hill 2 has got a half price discount.
It is £27. I don't think I'll
It is
play
on
Silent Hill
Plus as
2.
well, so that's the thing. You could just play it on
Yeah, if
Plus
I was
and
if I
play
was gonna
it.
suffer through it, I guess I could play it on Plus.
Yeah,
Xbox Play Anywhere though, that's cool. But
yeah,
yeah, I think Thank Goodness You're Here is a game I've wanted to try for a while, so I might pick that up on the ye olde handheld, right, at some point. But yeah, it's cool that games are
yeah,
coming to more things, all the games everywhere, all the time.
yeah. Street Fighter 6 has sold 6 million copies as well. That's happened for Capcom. I think Dragon's Dogma 2 sold 4 million as well. So Capcom doing pretty well over there.
Yeah, just it
Uh,
puts into the reason I put it on it is like this is what I was trying. This is the point I think I was trying to make with Token a while back. Is that like Street Fighter 6 is one of the best-selling for fighting games around, Craigo. It's on every platform, including PS4, and it only hit 6 million, and that's a great number. Don't get me wrong, but like fighting games are a bit niche, aren't they? Like to put that in perspective, what's Mario Kart World sold on a brand new console in 4 months?
like
9
10
million, 10
million.
million. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, you don't realise, do you, when they start chucking these numbers around, the difference in sales. Like obviously, like Street Fighter 6 for 6 million is great. Like 5 didn't get anywhere close to that, did it? Pengi, it was like maybe 1.5, 2 million. I know it
Yeah, I'm
was
not
PS4
exactly
and
sure.
PC only, but it wasn't
Yeah,
it
yeah.
wasn't particularly well liked, was it, at launch?
No, it had like no content at launch.
Yeah. So, but yeah, good old Capcom.
Yeah, yeah, and it's also it's like this Capcom I always bring up because 6 million Capcom are like, oh yeah, it's done 6 million, that's brilliant. And then it's like, if this is Square Enix, they were
Yeah.
like, we wanted 16 million,
They've shut the
and
studio at this
something.
point.
Yeah, shut the studio or something. It's like, yeah, yeah, sort of thing. Yeah. And then the last news item is the Xbox 360 is 20 years old today.
God. How does that make us
So
how does that make us all feel?
it's pretty old, but then it's like, oh, it's only like two generations to go. Like
It was a
back on
long
the
gen though,
360.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you were like back on the 360, you said 20 years ago, you're like, that's the Atari 2600.
Just literally like pre NES. But
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean at some point we'll probably do a big Xbox 360 show, right, to give it the love it deserves. But yeah, I had to point it out because it one, it blew my mind, and two, I was like, oh my god, how have we got to the point at which a games console I remember buying with my own money is 20 years old. It's great
Oh.
though. Best console ever. Quote me.
Mm. Yeah, and that's all the news.
Excellent, Pengi. Well, now we go into even more Craig Warren hosting. This is a Craig Warren episode because we're predicting the Game Awards, boys. And oh dear. So, Craig, go take it away with however you want to do it, my boy.
Right, so boys, we've had the nominations came up this week, right? They come out on Monday or something like that. And
Yes.
their website crashed immediately, I think, because everyone was
Yeah,
looking
I
at it.
tried to go on and vote, and I couldn't go and vote.
So we are predicting what we think is going to win, not what we want to win. You can briefly say that if you want, but this is what we think is going to win, right, boys?
Yes.
We're going to skip some of it because some of the categories are just utter bullshit. I mean, I've kept some of the bullshit categories in, but yeah, some of them are just not for us at all, are they? So, boys, we start with the most anticipated awards. Up for that, we have 007 First Light, which is shocking that that's included in this. Can't believe
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I'm
GTA
quite surprised.
5, Marvel's and some Marvel's Insomniac, Marvel's Wolverine by Insomniac, Resident Evil Requiem, and The Witcher 4. GTA was up for this award last year and did win it last year. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna write GTA for me. Am I just writing GTA for all of us, boys?
Yes.
Yeah, I am
You are for
shocked.
me.
I am shocked that the Amazon-owned IP game is up for this, though, Craigo, for the Amazon Prime Game Awards. It's shocking.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I know it's most anticipated regardless, but like all of them apart from Witcher 4, we know like supposed to be 2026. I like Witcher 4 could be like a 2029 game. It's like
Yeah, I
so
think
far
Witcher
out. It
4 is
feels a
Yeah.
bit
yeah.
like that's me going like, oh yeah, I'm gonna put Beyond Good and Evil 2 on this list or something.
Yeah, that'll
It's
be out
like,
soon.
yeah,
2012, actually. What the
yeah.
question I will pose, boys, if so, this is completely hypothetical to this scenario. If
Well, until
all
it gets delayed and wins it 3 years in a trot. So
no,
Yeah.
if
gets delayed.
if all of these games came out tomorrow, what would be your most
Yeah.
anticipated game of that list?
Wolverine.
Craigo?
Um, it would be The Witcher 4.
Yeah, I would agree. Mine would be The Witcher 4 as well. I was just curious. But like you said, GTA will win. But
Yeah.
that's what I think.
Yeah, absolutely. After that, boys, we had Best Adaptation, which is something adapted from a video game into a TV series slash movie. The first one of these, boys, a Minecraft movie, which I believe was widely panned and is absolutely dreadful.
Nope. Hang on. I'm pulling because I knew this was going to come up. There's one movie that has been widely panned in this, and it isn't that.
I thought people hated the Minecraft movie.
It did
I
really
don't
well.
know.
I don't think
Well,
I don't think it's for us, if I'm honest with you.
Also, I think we talked about this category last week, and I could only think of The Last of Us season 2, and I couldn't think of anything else. So, and they got to put 5 things forward. So,
Yeah, so a Minecraft movie. We've got Devil May Cry, the anime thingy on Netflix. Splinter Cell Death Watch. I didn't even realise it'd come out. Apparently that's on Netflix.
It's
as
supposed
well.
to be the best one, of the best highly rated of these 5, Craigo. That by a
Okay,
long
maybe I
way.
should watch that next
Yeah.
time I get Netflix. The Last of Us season 2, and Until Dawn, which is the movie, I believe.
That's the one I was referring to. Terrible.
Yeah, which I don't think people liked at all, but it is nominated apparently for this award. It's going to be The Last of Us is going to win this, even though everyone seems to hate it, right?
yeah, most probably. That's what I'm going for. It's again as a whole category because I think people were at home voting. The Minecraft movie did silly numbers and things like that at the cinema. So I think general public voting might go for Minecraft, but the general public vote only counts for 5%
Yeah.
of the vote. So that's why I'm
So
thinking The Last of Us season 2, because
Yeah.
you'll see they get Neil Druckmann on stage and be like, I've brought a trailer for Intergalactic, and he shows the trailer for Intergalactic as well. So
Yeah, because season 2 of The Last of Us has a 92 on Rotten Tomatoes from critics. Its user review scores is 37. And everyone I know who loved the first season of the show, they got to a certain point of season 2, and then they were like, "Oh, this is terrible." And when you play the game, Craigo, you will have a similar feeling.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in work who loved the first season, despite not ever playing a video game in their life. But they loved the Last of Us season. Well, no, to talk to them, and then they watched season 2, and they were not happy.
No.
They were not happy at all. Bless them. What am I putting you down for, Dave? For
It's
this?
going to have to be The Last of Us, isn't it? I hate every ounce of my feeling by saying this, because where's Sonic? Sonic should count. It's a joke.
Up next, boys, we have Best Multiplayer.
Right.
And up for that, we have Ark Raiders, Battlefield 6, Elden Ring Night Rain, Peak, which I have no idea what Peak is,
It's a
and
streamer game.
Split Fiction. Pengi, give me
I
a
would like-
prediction.
Arc Raiders, please.
Okay. Dave?
It should be Ark Raiders. it could well be Split Fiction. So
It is hard, isn't it?
I'm
Because
gonna say
would,
Split Fiction because go
they're
on.
going to want to get Joseph Fares on stage, aren't
They
I think
will
that's where
want to
you're
suck
going.
him off. So yeah, I reckon Split Fiction. Arc Raiders it should be, but
Yeah, he is part of the circle jerk, isn't he? That
Yeah,
is
he's got
this
to
kind
keep
of
the
weird
universe.
yeah. And if
Kiwi,
you look at the
family.
outlets that vote on this, there's a lot of non-gaming outlets that vote on these things. By the way, so
Yeah,
it's not
I
great.
do wonder though, because Arc Raiders has done really
Arc
well.
Raiders is the best game on there, but
I'm gonna go Arc Raiders. I'm gonna be
okay.
yeah,
I've made it
right.
interesting, so it's all good.
Yeah, yeah. No, you could be right there, though, Davey. Yeah. After that, though, we have best sports / racing.
Joke that this is
Um,
one category, Cameron. Winds me up every year. I'm like, we've got 2 action adventure ones, but 1 for fucking sports and racing. It's a
Yeah,
joke.
absolutely.
Oh,
And then a
yeah, me
separate
and Andy
fighting
had
one.
this argument on Game Show because he asked for a sport, and I was like, "Were you counting car racing?" And he's like, "No, that's racing." And it's like, "Well, Formula One's a sport." So...
Yeah, although when we get to the fighting one, some of the nominees for that is, yeah, incredible. We'll
Loose,
get to
yeah.
that. We cross that bridge when we get to it. Right, we have EA Sports FC 26. We have F1 25. We have Mario Kart World. We have Rematch, and we have Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. I think we're all going to go the same way here, but Dave, you can start us off.
It's got to be. Surely it's Mario Kart.
You think so, right? Pengi, is it surely Mario Kart?
surely Mario Kart.
Yeah, I think it's surely Mario Kart as well, in all honesty.
I believe the best rated sports game of this year is actually not on that list. I believe it was college football. Has a better rating than
Did
FIFA.
that not get nominated last year?
No, it was the
Yeah,
best selling.
yeah.
Off about this exact same thing last year.
There's always
It's the best selling game of last year.
Yeah, we mentioned it because obviously you got the jury, and obviously it's mainly American sites. So it's really surprising. Like EA Sports FC makes it, but neither of the American football games makes it. It seems very odd.
And bear in mind that college football charts in the UK every year. It's not like it's, you know what I mean? But yeah.
Yeah,
It always blows my mind whenever I'm like, I'm sure the college football is the highest rated one again. Like it's like 93. Best selling game. It was literally the best selling game of last year, I think. I think the only games on PS5 that outsell it is Hogwarts Legacy. I'm pretty sure.
Weird.
There we go.
What
do I know?
Next up, boys, we have Best Sim / Strategy. Nominees for this, we have Final Fantasy Tactics, The Ivalice Chronicles, Jurassic World Evolution 3, Sid Meier's Civilization 7, I think that Roman numeral stands for.
Yes.
Tempest Rising, which I have no idea what that is. The
It's a
Altars.
StarCraft clone.
And we have 2 Point Museum as well. This is probably one of the most wide open categories we're going to predict, I feel, here, boys. Pengi, which way are you leaning?
So Final Fantasy Tactics: The Ivalice Chronicles is mostly the best game here by a lot. But the problem is it's also a remake / remastered, and I don't know if that will knock it down a peg, that sort of thing. And how the jury and how the game industries and stuff, I feel they really love the Altars, so I'm gonna go for the Altars.
Yeah, I can see that absolutely. Dave?
Yeah, Pengi's correct. It's going to be the Altars. It should be 2 Point Museum, but it will be the Altars.
Yeah, people really.
That's
do
barely a strategy game, by the way. But there we go.
It's I guess Sim. I don't know.
It's it's not.
I don't know.
It's on Game Pass, I think. If you really wanna
You've
try
got
it.
management, haven't you? You got managed like
It's
your
in
clones.
it's in a similar vein of management to like Dispatch, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like story. And
Yeah.
there's stuff going on, isn't there? Again, people really do like 2 Point Museum. I am tempted, but I do just.
It's
think it's
one of the better games I've played this year.
I'll go the Altars as well. Next up, we have Best Family Game, boys, which is normally the best Nintendo game.
Right.
For that, we have Donkey Kong Bonanza. We have Lego Party, Lego Voyagers, Mario Kart World, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, and Split Fiction. Dave, where are you going for that? Is that the Lego, Mario, and... Yeah.
It's got to be Donkey Kong because it's in Game of the Year.
Okay.
It has to be. That's
See, I I get that all Nintendo games are kind of family games. But I'd say that's like the least family game here. Do you know what I mean?
oh no.
See, I would say Split Fiction and stuff like that. Because do they even swear in Split Fiction? I think at some point. I know it's more like shit or something, but it's not really what I would call family.
I just don't understand
Yeah.
what makes that a family game, but then doesn't make
No.
other games a family game. I get it's a co-op game, but then
Yeah.
Call of Duty's a family game if you've got a weird family. Yeah, again, it's a terrible descriptor of.
Yeah.
But yeah, to me, it's got to be Donkey Kong. It will be Donkey Kong or Split Fiction, but to me, it's got to be Donkey Kong.
Pengi.
I'm going for Donkey Kong as well.
Okay, Pengi's going for Donkey Kong. Where do I go here? Do I go Donkey Kong or do I go Split Fiction? That is the question. I didn't go Split Fiction earlier. Are they going to give Split Fiction an award somehow?
They most
They're gonna
probably
want-
will want to give it an award to get Joseph Faris on. Well, he could present an award, couldn't he? He could just
Yeah,
present
he's
one
done
or
that
something.
before, hasn't he? He has done that before. I didn't go for Split Fiction for best multiplayer. I'm gonna go Split Fiction. Why not? Right after that, boys, we have best fighting. Right, this is a fucking shit show of a category. I'm gonna say right now, best fighting because we have 2XKO. Right?
Yeah.
Is that even out? Is that early
No,
access?
it's
Is that
in-
demo?
Was it? I don't know. It's free to play if nothing else.
We then have
Yeah.
Capcom Fighting Collection 2, which is obviously a collection.
It is of old games.
We have Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, which is actually a new video game which is out this year, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
We have the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, again, a collection.
Yeah. The physical's
Right.
not even out yet. I don't think.
No.
And then we
12th
have
December.
Virtual Fighter 5 Revo World Stage. Isn't this in early access as well? Or
No,
is
it's
this-
out. But it is a remaster of a remaster
Yeah.
of like a remaster.
And it was in early access last year.
Yeah.
What a shit show of a category this is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm looking at this, I'm like, Fatal Fury's to win this because it's the only, like, actual video game that's come out this year, which is an actual video game?
Yeah.
But it's not going to win it, is it?
It's really good as well.
It's just not going to win it, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, if that's not going to win it, I don't want one of the collections to win it, because that's just stupid.
Tell you what, I'm going to go for it. That's what I want to win. Fatal Fury.
Fatal Fury.
It's got
Dave's
Ronaldo and Chun-Li in it, so that's the crossover we
That's
want.
right. Pengi, where are you going?
2X KO, please.
2XKO, yeah, that's what I think is going to end up
Yeah.
winning it.
See,
as well.
the fighting game is a weird category because I feel you should have it. Because like next year we'll have Marvel Token Fighters and you have the Invincible one. There's mostly Injustice 3 or something. There's 3
Is
without any.
Virtual Fighter, the new one out next year?
Possibly
No,
that's
no way.
4.
Oh, okay.
Let's say it is. That's 4. Like we can name without any other weird ones or something. But yeah, it's an odd
Because
category.
Sifu was in this category one year, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
Very odd.
God.
Right, next, boys, we have Best RPG. We have Avowed. We have Clair Obscur Expedition at 33. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Monster Hunter Wilds. And The Outer Worlds 2 to round it off. I'm going Expedition 33. I think, is everyone going 33?
Yeah, it's Expedition 33.
Dave?
Yeah, it's got to be in it.
Yeah, it's got to be. Yeah. Sad times for everyone else that's nominated. You ain't getting shit now, are you?
Poor Xbox.
Next we have-
every year.
Yeah, we have Best Action / Adventure, not to be confused with Best Action, Dave.
Right.
Why this couldn't just be Best Adventure Game, I don't know.
Too easy, isn't it?
Yeah.
But nominated for this one, we have Death Stranding 2 on the Beach, Ghost of Yotai, which is, definitely just an action game as well, right? Hollow Knight Silk Song, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle from last year.
Yeah.
But remember,
Yep.
There's this December till like November. Their thing is.
Absolutely stupid. And Split Fiction to round it off. This is quite an open
Is that an
category
action
as well,
adventure
actually, I
game?
feel.
Split Fiction?
No,
Yeah.
not really. Pengi.
Yeah.
Who's winning this shit show award?
I think it's between two, really. It's Ghost of Yotai or Silk Song, and I just don't know where they're gonna go. I'm gonna go for Silk Song.
Yeah, I think Silk Song is the
It's
safe
got to
bet
win
there.
something, hasn't it? So
Yeah, I'm going for Silk Song. Dave, where are you going?
It's either Silk Song or Ghost of Yotai because they haven't sucked Sony off yet, and he's got to suck
Yeah.
Sony off because that's what he does. But everyone seems to think that this is a Steam announcement show, so maybe they won't need to suck Sony off this time.
Maybe he's moved on.
Maybe he's moved on. So I'm going to go Silk Song.
Silk Song. So we've all gone Silk Song there. Right now, Dave. Now we have the best action game. This isn't the best action / adventure game. This is just action. Okay.
Any crossover?
Don't want you getting confused.
I am already
For the
confused.
best action game, we have Battlefield 6.
Right.
We have Doom: The Dark Ages.
Yeah.
We have Hades 2. We have Ninja Gaiden 4, and we have Shinobi: Art of Vengeance. Dave, which are you taking from those 5?
You say them again for me quickly, Craigo?
Yeah, Battlefield 6,
No.
Doom,
No.
Hades 2,
Yeah, Hades 2.
Ninja
There we go.
Gaiden 4,
That's what I can
Shinobi:
remember.
Art of Vengeance.
Yeah, Hades
Yeah, this
2
is
came
really
out last
sad.
year though, didn't it? Hades 2, early access.
yeah, early access. Yeah.
Yeah. And isn't actually
Yeah,
out.
this is stupid, isn't it? Because that's what's going to win this, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm writing Hades 2 for me. Am I writing Hades 2?
Yeah.
Pengi?
Yeah.
This is so. That shouldn't be winning this, should there?
Well,
No.
this is what I said.
This should be
Really
I said it-
Battlefield, right? Because that's like
Yeah,
the best-selling game of the year. Everyone loves that.
Yeah, this is what I said about the Golden Joysticks nominations, like Hades 2 sort of thing. Like, we just did multiplayer. Why is Escape from Tarkov not on multiplayer? That's 1.0. That's out this year, technically, because it's 1.0. So surely that should be on best multiplayer.
Why don't we just
Escape from
do
Tarkov.
best roguelite as well? Do we really need to have Hades with actual real video games?
Yeah, I agree completely.
Yeah.
There's so many roguelikes now. They could have
Right.
their own category, couldn't they?
Yeah.
Do we need? Do we need the crossover of it being in everything? No, I think you're right. Absolutely. Right, I've actually included this for the shits and giggles, boys. Best VR, right, Dave? So you bear with me with this one.
Yeah, I'm
We've
bearing.
got Alien Rogue Incursion,
Mm-hmm.
Arkan Age,
Yeah.
no idea. Ghost Town, no idea. Marvel's Deadpool VR, didn't realise that's actually come out.
Came out
And the
like
Midnight
yesterday, by the way.
Walk. Okay,
Yeah.
but it somehow got nominated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Um,
don't think it's very good either.
Okay, well, it's there. The VR, the 3 remaining VR people, who I guess they're the 3 that have come up with this list,
Mhm.
and we'll be voting on this. And the Midnight Walk. Pengi, you're Mr. VR. You can go first.
Right, okay, so the Midnight Walk I have played not in VR.
And you didn't like, I think, right?
I didn't really like it, and
Yeah.
I do think it would be improved being in VR, to be honest, because
Yeah.
you're watching the little candle guy, and obviously with VR and that, so get that. Deadpool, I don't think is very good from what I've seen in VR. Arcane Age, I've heard very good things about, but I think it's like this is the weird with VR, like you saying the jury, like what they gonna put through. I'm gonna go for the Midnight War because I just think more people would have played it, even though like myself playing it but not in VR. That's my theory there.
Yeah, I've gone for Midnight Walk for exactly that reason. I feel like people are just going to have played it not in VR and vote for it.
Yeah.
And I've not really heard of any of the others as well. Dave,
Ghost
pick a
Town
VAR
was one
game
of the
from that
ones
list.
playable in Steam Frame without actually needing PC. So and they actually on the Steam page it actually looks quite impressive. Obviously, I'm just looking at screenshots. So, but I've never even known that myself until I saw it last week or whatever.
Yeah, right, Davey, give me a game.
Deadpool, because they tried so hard to get it in. There must be a reason.
Yeah, wasn't this?
You're going to
announced
get
at one
Neil
of his
Patrick
shows
Harris
as
on
well?
stage.
Well, like
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Like they've there's so many games they didn't put in because it was too late, like Dispatch, for example. But
Yeah.
Deadpool VR, they had to make sure that was in there. So I reckon that's a sponsorship thing. To be cynical.
It's actually
Vex
got 79
Award.
on Overcredit, but yeah.
Yeah, maybe people do like it. I don't know. Next award we have best debut indie game, Dave, and we only have 4 nominees for this because one of them did pull out. I think it was Megabonk, right?
Mhm.
We're missing mobile, but we're all going to go for Pretty Derby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I skipped mobile.
Yeah, horse
Couldn't
girls.
care less about mobile video games. Right, best debut indie, Dave. We have Blueprints, which I know people really liked. We have Claire Obscure Expedition 33 nominated for this award. We have Despelote and we have Dispatch. What a mess. I mean, Expedition 33 is going to win, right?
No, Dispatch.
Dave's gone Dispatch.
It's not nominated for anything else, and the media love it because all the people from the media are voicing it. Yeah.
True.
I think Expedition 33. Normally, I'd say absolutely you're right, but looking at how many other things it's nominated for, I think it will be Dispatch.
Okay, Pengi.
Yeah, it's a weird one because then it goes, oh, the best indie game, like Dispatch being better than Clair Obscur X, even though it's not, but it's sort of it's a weird one. So I'm getting Expedition 33 because it just makes more sense. If that wins Game of the Year, surely it has to win like this category.
It's so stupid that it's in this category. I get that it is technically, but it's not the spirit of it at all, is it? Let's be honest.
No.
It's not.
And
It's just
also,
stupid.
NetEase have a minority stake in Kepler Interactive, who the publisher. So is it even indie?
Well, if you're independent, if we're going to
Stand
get
for
if we're
independent.
going to get into this game, independent means the developer published it themselves.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the literal phrase independent means. It means there is no third party publishing it for you. So if you know what I mean? So like an indie publisher, it doesn't exist in the literal sense, which is all the more reason that these categories are fucking stupid. Have it on budget size or team size or something, but like what indie actually means is that it's self-published. So Kojima publishing it is an indie.
Yeah, well, we'll get to that in the next category.
Oh, it just winds me right up. It really does.
Moving on to best indie now, Dave. Not best debut indie, just best indie. We
Where's
have
where's
Absalom.
where's best debut AAA game?
I
We're going to
don't
play
know.
that game.
I don't know. I don't get it either.
Idiots.
Absalom. We have Ball X Pit, which I've never heard of.
Yeah, it's a big streamer game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have Blueprints. We have Claire Obscure Expedition 33 again. We have Hades 2. That's a small indie game. And we have Hollow Knight Silk Song. Again, that small indie game. This is fucking stupid.
It's so
This is
stupid.
so dumb. I hate that this is what best indie is. It doesn't
Yeah,
make any sense.
Supergiant are publishing Hades 2 and
I
Team
get
Cherry
this
are
whole
publishing-
publishing thing, but
So
like,
they-
it's not
yeah.
the spirit of it, is it? Come
No.
on, these aren't
Because-
indie games, are they? These are like that's a sequel to a
'Cause
massive video
'cause
game that
you
made
get
shitloads of
the
money.
thing outside the traditional publisher system. When do because Death Stranding, to use that as the example, Kojima is an independent studio, but it's published by PlayStation. So when do you become a traditional publisher? Like, how is Devolver Digital not a traditional publisher now, or
Yeah.
Raw Fury? On Kepler, like I said, they've literally got $120 million minority stake from NetEase in there. So how are they not that's what, like, when does PlayStation and Xbox become the traditional, or Samsung, I was going to say Samsung then, but I meant Square Enix become traditional publisher, and Devolver and that aren't, sort of thing. And even the Absalom's .emu, like, when do they become, oh yeah, that's a normal publisher, .emu, so they're not an indie sort of thing. It's going to be Expedition 33 because it's going to win Game of the Year and sort of thing. But yeah, if actual from the spirit, it should be Hades 2 or Silk Song out of this list.
For Spirit, it should
I
be
don't even think
it should
they
be
should be
Ball
there, to
X
be honest
Pit or Blueprints. Because
Yeah,
Supergiant have made how many games now? 6 big
yeah,
games.
but self-published.
But
It's
like
not
that's what I mean.
Devolver
Like, in
published.
terms of spirit of
Yeah.
it, not as a literal, like you say, not literal indie, but like spirit of it. It should be small games. It shouldn't be games from experienced big studios. That's not independent. People at that studio would have worked at. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't make any sense. Like if you're gonna have debut indie and then indie, at least make it like get rid of debut indie and have small budget, small team or something, and like first like you know what I mean, like less than 30 people, less than 20 people. Because the outsourcing alone on like Clair Obscur and Hades will be huge. They've probably got hundreds of QA testers. Ball X Pit
Well,
is
and
one.
obviously
Ball
Hades
X
2 was
Pit
in
is
early
one
access,
dude.
so
There's one dude made Ball X Pit. There we go. You are right. There it's going to be Clair Obscur.
Yeah, I'd written Claire Obscure for all of us already. I think this is going to win so many awards, and it's going to be silly. Right, next, Dave, we have Best Community Support. God, this is an award, isn't it? We've got Baldur's Gate 3 again. I think this was nominated last year. Might have even won last year. I can't remember.
I think it did.
Final Fantasy
14,
14.
Fortnite, Helldivers 2, and No Man's Sky. Dave, who do you think's had the best community support this year?
Because what does that mean?
It means, Dave, I can read it out for you. It means recognising a game for outstanding community support, transparency and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity and game updates/patches.
So it means nothing.
No, that's just
Apart from
fucking
that,
gibberish,
apart from those last 3 words, because it probably should be Helldivers. Because they added a lot of content this year. They added the Halo stuff. They came to other platforms. There was a bit of a resurgence, right? It should be Helldivers.
It should be Fortnite.
Well, it should be
every year,
Fortnite
surely.
every year, right? But then there's an ongoing game thing as well,
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
we'll get to that.
right? So I don't know. I mean, has anyone said anything about Final Fantasy 14 or Baldur's Gate this year? I feel
No.
like no.
But I think one of them will win it.
Yeah, I'm going to say Helldivers 2.
Okay, Dave's gone Helldivers 2. Pengi, where are you going?
I'm also going for Super Earth Helldivers 2.
That's 2.
Weirdly, I think again it's like what is the difference between community and ongoing? Because No
yeah.
Man's Skies had a load of new content and
Yeah.
stuff this
Came
year
to Switch
as well.
2 as well, right?
Yeah, but that's more like updates ongoing. It's like the weird, like the community. Yeah, like what does community support mean? I don't know. If that's something like mods and stuff, like what the community's
should
been doing with
It
the
should
game.
be Sonic the Hedgehog every year, right? They've got the best social media.
Yeah.
So I don't get it.
Yeah, I've written down Helldivers 2 as well.
Oh,
Right
yeah.
now, Dave. Now we have best ongoing, and 4 out of the 5 of these were in the last award, Dave.
Right.
So we have
Make it.
Final Fantasy 14, we have Fortnite again, we have Helldivers 2 again, we have No Man's Sky again, but the different one this time is Marvel Rivals. And Dave, this is awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player's experience over time. Like patches and whatever was the
So-
last thing I said for the last award. So pretty much exactly the same, right? Updates/patches, I said last time.
Yeah.
That's what evolves the player's experience over time, right? Updates and patches.
I'm not sure.
What a mess.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I mean,
'cause,
again,
yeah.
Fortnite should win this
Yeah, they won't.
every year.
They won't win it. Though there was just a Fortnite event, so maybe they all got paid off. But it should be between Helldivers and Marvel Rivals. And Marvel Rivals missed out on quite a lot last year, didn't it? Because it came out in December. But will they be willing to say that? Because obviously it's a Chinese-made game, and they don't like that. I don't know. I think I'm going to go for Marvel Rivals.
Marvel Rivals for Dave. Right, Pengi.
I'm shocked that, like, if you go back to the other one, it's actually Community's got 5. I was gonna say I'm shocked like a Genshin Impact or something's not here because best ongoing game, things like that. I'm gonna go for Fortnite now because everyone seems to love Fortnite at the moment with the Simpsons crossover and there's a Tarantino thing coming up and everyone seems to be excited for that. So I'm going Fortnite at the moment.
Pengos
I'll go
is getting his
Helldivers.
Fortnite crew on his Game Pass ready.
Yeah, Tarantino event. Come on.
Lots of feet everywhere.
I think that's the first award we've all gone different on.
Oh yeah, that'll be the tiebreaker.
Yeah, hopefully. After that, we have the Dave Bellringer Award, Games for Impact. For a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message.
Oh.
Interpret that as you may.
I feel sick.
We have Consume Me, no idea what that is. We
Nope.
have Despalote. We have Lost Records, Bloom and Rage. We have South of Midnight, and we have Wonder Stop. I'm going to go straight away and just say it's going to be Despalote. Pengi?
I think this is a hard one to call because I'm not really sure. Because like Lost Records, Bloom and Rage, I can kind of get what they're going for with Games of Impact, but the game itself is not that great. Consume Me, I've not played it, and it's about like eating disorder and stuff like that, so I can kind of get the thought-provoking bit from there. South of Midnight, I've not played, so I'm not really sure on that. One Stop.
It has black people in it.
Okay. One Stop is like you were a knight and you're not a knight, and I think it's like what I did play before I got my refund on Steam. I think it's gonna be like about depression and stuff like that. That's my thinking there. And the Despelote is the one where it's Ecuador's qualified for the World Cup or something. And it's got like the weird
Yeah.
art style. Do I go different from Craig? Do I go different? I'm gonna go for Ross Records Blooming Rage. Because Life is
Right.
Strange normally wins this award, and this is the closest thing.
Right, Dave, for your favourite award?
It will be Despelate.
Spell. Right, spell that badly and move on. Right, next, boys, we have, oh god, innovation in accessibility. They do this every year, don't they? Assassin's Creed Shadows, Atomfall, Doom: The Dark Ages, EA Sports FC 26, and South of Midnight. I think the Xbox games normally do well in this. I'm going to go for Doom straight away. Dave,
South of Midnight.
Pengi.
Well, it's not going to be Assassin's Creed because it's Ubisoft. So just leave the other for. I don't really know what. Let's go for Atomfall. Let's be different.
They must have added something there, right? Because that came out. Did that come out this year or last year?
I'm pretty sure it was this year.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's completely gone under the radar. I watched someone talk about it the other day, and they were like, "Oh, it's really good, and it's like quite short as well." The people were like, "It's like 6 hours, and it's really fun." I was like, "It came out, and no one talked about it." I know it was a
Yeah.
Game Pass game, so that tends to stop people from wanting to talk about it. But yeah, no one said a word.
Talking about people saying words, though, Dave, you have best performance.
Oh,
So,
this actively annoyed me when I read it. How can you not pick one actor from a game? Like, how is it we got to a point where you can have 3 actors from a game?
Because they all given a great performance.
But that completely like
Like,
dilutes the performances of how many and there's no one from Dispatch in this, right? Am I right? I don't know. I actually looked
Yeah,
'cause I was so annoyed by everything else. I was like, you've had all these games all year with incredible performances, right? And then I know, like, on no spoilers, I know there's a character that's barely even in the game, but he's a fucking big name actor, so we got to have him in there. Oh, it's a joke. What's the point?
Right. At the
What
Golden
is the point?
Joysticks, they do best lead and best supporting.
Fine.
So
Yeah,
Jennifer
absolutely fine.
English was up for best lead, and Ben Starr was up for best supporting. So both. Troy Baker was up for both. He was up for lead for Indiana Jones and supporting for Higgs in Stranding. So he was up for both awards. So they have where you're saying with the Ben Starr and the Jennifer English and Charlie Cox thing here, like they did kind of split it in the Golden Joysticks there.
Yeah. I'm also so bored of Ben Starr. Like, fuck
Already.
off. Just fuck off. Great, you've got an English accent, you're in everything. Brilliant. Brilliant. You killed Final Fantasy, stop killing everything else. You fucking useless
He
prick.
is like the new Troy Baker.
Well, they've got to have a
Isn't
new
it?
one, right? Because Nolan's too old now, so we can't have
Yeah,
Nolan.
so like Troy
Like, you know
was
what
the
I
new
mean?
Nolan, and now Ben's the new Troy.
Oh, it makes me feel sick. Because it makes
Troy's now.
everyone is so up their own ass with these people as well. Like, they literally talk into a microphone for 2 days. What about all the developers that make the fucking game? It's a joke, Craigo.
well, after that, the nominees they gave this Star, Dave, from
Yeah.
Expedition 33, Charlie Cox from Expedition 33, Jennifer English from Expedition 33, Arika Ishii from
God.
Ghost of Yotai, Konatsu Kato from Silent Hill F, and Troy Baker for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. I think it's between Jennifer English, and I mean it should be between Jennifer English and Troy Baker, because Troy Baker's like Harrison Ford, Indiana Jones was amazing in fairness to him. But I think it's just gonna be Jennifer English. She's like the cover girl now for fucking voice acting, isn't she? She even did the Xbox show last night, didn't she? Or the other night.
Should.
So yeah, I've gone for Jennifer English. Pengi, who you go for?
Jennifer English, she did win the Golden Joysticks for best performance as well.
There we go.
And I've
Dave?
seen like the speech and that going over social media quite a lot from her and stuff. So
My thought was either Charlie Cox to get a celebrity on the screen, or Troy. So I'm going to go for Troy.
Just gonna write Troy, not even give him a surname.
Yeah.
Right, next up, Dave, we have best audio design.
Right,
Not to be confused with best soundtrack, by the way.
Oh. Every year it
So for
winds me up.
best audio design, we have Battlefield 6.
Cool.
We have Clair Obscura Expedition 33, which I'm pretty sure is best soundtrack as well. Death Stranding 2 on the beach, probably on best soundtrack as well. Ghost of Yotai, which I think is on best soundtrack as well. And Silent Hill F, which I don't. God, what a mess.
Can you describe for me what the blurb they've put in for this award, please, Greg?
It's really short. Recognizing the best in-game audio and sound design. That's it. That's what they've put.
In-game audio and sound design, because that should say specifically not the soundtrack. That's what it should say.
Yes. Yeah.
Because they're two very different things. But
I feel like Battlefield 6 should win this because I've heard
guns do sound like guns.
I'm gonna go for Battlefield 6. Pengi?
It makes sense, doesn't it? Like, oh yeah, the sound of the guns sound really good, or like the monsters' footsteps and Silent Hill F and stuff like that. But Ghost of Yotai just won this award at the Golden Joysticks Best Audio Design, so I'm gonna go for Ghost of Yotai. And I don't think we've given it anything yet, so that's also my thinking. We gotta give it something. So there we go.
Dave?
I don't want to will Ghost of Yotai to win anything, so I'm going to go for Silent Hill F.
Okay. Next up, we do actually have the best soundtrack, I believe.
Disgrace this award, by the way, but go on.
And for some reason this year, they've not put the games, they've put the people who made the soundtrack.
It's so pretentious, isn't it?
It is Christopher Larkin, Dave.
For Silk Song.
For Silk Song.
Right, okay.
I was going to not tell anyone, I just had to pick a name, but yeah. You've got Christopher Larkin from Silk Song, Darren Korb from Hades 2, Lorian Tessard from Clair Obscura Expedition 33, Toa from Ghost of Yotai, and Woodkid and Ludwig Forsell for Death Stranding 2 on the beach. Why have we put the fucking names on there?
Doesn't make any sense because I'm gonna go ranty now. Okay, why have the names when, for example, Death Stranding, it has a fucking soundtrack, like an actual musical soundtrack. So he didn't compose all the tracks. So are we just using the tracks he composed for the soundtrack? Because I'm sure there's actual musicians and stuff in that game, correct?
Well, it does say licensed soundtrack as well in the description.
So
there's proper
is Florence the Machine gonna win it? Or one and best soundtrack, and we don't have Mario Kart World? Are you taking the piss? I think
there's an award for best art direction, but the art directors aren't going to be named, are they?
It's ridiculous, the pretentiousness. That being said, Clair Obscure Stu is going to win, right? So let's just put this stupid little French name down.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm just going to put Clair Obscure. Yeah, I'm going Clair Obscure, but you're right. Mario Kart really should be nominated for this. It's silly that it's not. Pengi, where are you going?
I think this is hard as well because Supergiant's always known for their music, and it's like one of the big things from their game. Like Transistor was like the whole thing was around music, so like I can get Hades 2 winning, and Death Stranding 2, the music in that is fantastic as well. But then Expedition 33 actually charted in like the classical charts and stuff like that, and people were kicking off why it wasn't up for like I think a Grammy or something. Sort of thing in like some video gamey type of order there. So I'm going to go for Expedition 33, but I could see why Hades 2 or Death Stranding 2 wins.
Right, next up we have Best Art Direction, boys. We have Clair Obscura Expedition 33, we have Death Stranding 2 on the beach, we have Ghost of Yotai, we have Hades 2, and we have Hollow Knight Silk Song.
Oh, how has Ghost of Yotai got on there, and Dispatch, and Donkey Kong, and Mario World, and Despelote? Like, how? How, Craigo?
It's a pretty game. I almost
but like
Hollow Knight. Like, does Hollow Knight look any different to the last?
But at least that has an art direction. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is the art direction? If you want best graphics, okay, different conversation. But what's the art direction? You know what I mean? Like, it's like realism isn't an art direction. You know what I mean? Like, Clair Obscure's got its like weird flair, right? I get that. Cool. Menus are good as well. Sick. Like, I just don't understand, Craigo. And before we even bother talking about it, Claire Obscure's going to win this as well. So
Yeah, that's what I've put. Pengi.
Yeah, it's Clair Obscura because the art direction of it, the Frenchness of it.
it's the French
Yeah,
persona,
yeah,
isn't it? Like, but like, I
yeah.
just, it does baffle me that like these awards are named the way they are because they want it to sound like the Oscars, and it's like, well, no, like you don't, like Jeff, mate, come on, you stupid cunt.
Wait, but he doesn't think it's
He
like,
does though, Pengi. He sits there. And
He comes up with the awards.
he
doesn't
sits there with his
He-
picture of Kojima on his screen, his dick in one hand and a pen in the other, and
yeah, but
he's just typing in fucking pretentious shit.
yeah, but the art direction of Death Stranding like totally sense to me with like all the creatures and
Yeah,
enemies
yeah,
and stuff like that.
you're right. It's Ghost of Yota. I have the. I'm like, how
See,
is
that
that
makes
any
sense as well with the like all the flowers and stuff like that.
flowers?
And
Also, a sequel. It also annoys me when they put sequels exactly the same art direction as the original games. Put some new games on here.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like,
But-
let's celebrate.
yeah, but-
let's
but- yeah,
celebrate
but
games, Pengi.
But Ghost of Yotai was but it's not Ghost of Yotai's fault if it was the best, like the fifth best art direction of
That's not the best art direction.
sort of thing.
It's got the same art direction as the first game. You can go black and white. They've got colours and wind. Like, cool.
Yeah, but no, what I'm saying is like you're saying like the first like the sixth. It looks better than the sixth one, so you got to put it in. It's not its fault. The sixth.
Oh, but Donkey
one
Kong has
doesn't look
interesting
as
art
good.
direction that looks really good. Like, why is that not in there?
It's just a big monkey, isn't it?
That's racist. Craig, shut it down. Shut it down, Craig. Go to the next
Okay,
one.
it's a gorilla.
Craig, go to the next one quickly before the arrow rings up.
On to the next one. Best narrative, boys. We have a similar bunch of games. We have Expedition 33.
Yeah.
We have Death Stranding 2. We have Ghost of Yotai. We have Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. And we have Silent Hill F. I'm just going to go Expedition 33 again, which
Well,
I've done a lot so
That's
far.
gonna win. How's Ghost of Yota gotten for this? Isn't this the PlayStation story? You get wronged as a child and then you fight for revenge. Isn't that all of their
Yeah.
games? Even IGN said that. It's not even me, Pengi. That's like regular people saying that.
Yeah, but it's also different how it's done, isn't it?
Oh, it's not.
How-
Oh, she
how-
struggled. She killed 6 named characters like they've been doing for 20 years.
They barely
it's-
have names as well.
Oh,
They just have generic names like the dragon.
so
how
boring.
the storytelling is done.
Oh, it's so much. You play as a woman in Japan. It's so innovative.
I was on it. I like Ghost of Yotai, but I have a surprise that's nominated for this award.
It's
It's-
Expedition 33 anyway. And
Yeah.
surprisingly, my second choice, Dave, is not a PlayStation game. It actually would be Silent Hill F.
So what was this award? Sorry, narrative.
Yeah.
Where's Dispatch?
Yep.
But like, you know what I mean? Like, this is what I mean. Like, it annoys me.
Because it wasn't all out, was it? That's the problem.
Yeah, but so story-wise, Craig, the 3 episodes that you've played of Dispatch or Ghost of Yotai,
Oh, Dispatch, absolutely, yeah.
it's different. Like I'm not just saying it because PlayStation annoy me. Like, it's a different thing. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Like, why has it got like, you know what I mean? Like,
Gonna be is if they don't remember Dispatch next year.
They won't.
Again, also the problem is
Yeah.
there could be 5 better
Yeah.
story games next year, and it's like, oh, sorry, Dispatch, there was 5 better games.
and there won't be
2020.
Claire Obscure 34 next year to like. You know what I mean? Because I suspect all jokes aside, I expect they went right. Well, Claire Obscure's going to win this. Let's just pick 4 other games. Let's pick 4 uncontroversial games. But yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. But anyway, rage debate aside, move on.
Best game direction, Dave.
Right.
Awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. Don't have the game directors there. We just have the games.
Apart from
Yeah.
Kojima.
Which seems
Just
no,
as Kojima.
yeah, because Kojima productions, but yeah, it's a bit daft. They've not got like last year was Alan Wake 2, was it? Like obviously
Yeah.
it's Sam Lake.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so we have Expedition 33 again, Dave. We have Death Stranding 2 again, Dave. We have Ghost of Yotai again, Dave.
Why?
We have Hades 2 again, Dave. And we have Split Fiction. There's just no creativity in like how they come up with any of this, is there?
No. It will be Kojima,
Surely-
right? Because get one
So,
stage.
like, again, with
Kiss the little cheek.
creative vision and innovation in game direction. So, again, I really like Ghost of Yotai. What's the creative vision and innovation in Ghost of Yotai? It's an open world game. It's a map game. It's a
It's
very good one.
it's a
I
map
love
game
it.
from a story in a place they've already told as well. Like if you were to compare
Like,
that to South of Midnight, which is a completely like underutilized like storytelling place. Again, like I've not played it enough to know if the story gets good, but like you know what I mean. Like where's the interesting? Like where is
mhm.
the interesting? There's
Like
been
again,
so many great
Hades 2
games.
is a sequel to a roguelike. Again, I'm sure it's a very good roguelike, but is there a lot of innovation between this one and the last one and the 800 other roguelikes we get every year?
Especially in the storytelling, because like no one ever says to me, "Oh, Hades, what a great story." They're like, "Hades, what a great video game."
Yeah.
Like, you know what I
I'm
mean?
just like,
Like, there's so many
surely we
games.
could have come up with some like actual innovative, like creative games that represented game direction. Like even like Keeper, I'd say like surely
Yeah,
that's more innovative than any of these. Most of these, let's say.
You could
Like
argue you're saying Dispatch because obviously it's very like a TV show and how it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
I would go
directed.
Dispatch over a lot of these. Like it's just the same games you just put up. It's like oh, these are the 5 games we like this year, so let's just put them up for everything, even if
Yeah.
it doesn't really make any sense or follow the criteria.
And they do it every year, and that's what frustrates me. Because every year we get if you listen to every time we've done these Game Awards um, episodes, it gets to this point, and I'm baffled. Like I just don't understand. There's
Well,
so many
what you
fantastic video games that come out every year, and yet we're looking at games like you said, like Hades and Ghost of Yotei for best direction. Like I know that they're not going to win. It will be Death Stranding 2
Yeah, I put Death
because
Stranding
he's
2
the
because
only
this
one
is the
as director you can
chance.
name,
wait no
right?
This is
because
the
you got
chance to
Joseph
get him on
Fares with
stage
Split
and
Fiction.
jerk him off.
Yeah, Jeff's got to get his lips around those balls at some point. So
And we've gone Death Stranding for like nothing so
yeah,
far. I don't think.
it's just going to lose everything else to Claire
Mm.
Obscura, right? Whereas at least
Yeah.
Split Fiction can wrongly win the family game and the
Yeah.
multiplayer game.
Yeah, and the thing is, I was gonna try to unargue for Death Stranding 2 because like you could go Split Fiction, you have Joseph Fares, you could like Claire Obscura Expedition 3, but then like direction, like playing Death Stranding 2 and like with all the cinematics and stuff like that, you can go. Kojima could argue, "Oh, I've directed those
Yeah, but
cinematics and stuff like that." So
that's
you
not what
actually
this says. It doesn't say cinematics on it, Pengi. It's not
no,
directing cinematics. It's outstanding creative vision and
yeah, but it
innovation.
says yeah. So that's the thing. It says creative. So I'm going Death Stranding 2. You two taught me into it, basically. Like,
It's funny though because like I will say this is the thing, and like this isn't to rile Pengi. No one has talked about Death Stranding 2 since it came out. Came out
oh
around
no,
came out around the same time as Expedition 33, and no one has shut up about Expedition 33, but no one talks about Death Stranding, other than that it's a
No.
sequel that has loads of
yeah.
celebrities in it and Troy Baker.
hmm
I'm sure it's good. I like what I've played of the original game, but like we've been saying, like just put something interesting
Yeah, I
on.
was shocked how much it was in like these awards and stuff like that.
There's not been a lot of PlayStation games this year for him to suck off, though, is there? No Lost Soul Aside, though. Not yet. It's not made it
No,
in.
hey, that's had like 2 new patches, and it's on this redemption arc.
It'll get there.
Right.
And
Maybe
then the last award, boys, we have Game of the Year.
It's Claire Obscure. You don't even need to read them out. You can read them out so we can all be annoyed, but it's going to be Claire Obscure.
Yeah, we've got Claire Obscure, we have Death Stranding 2, we have Donkey Kong Bonanza, we have Hades 2, we have Hollow Knight Silk Song, and we have Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I'm going Expedition 33. It's obvious to me, I feel.
What do you
Dave, I'm
think?
guessing you're going
Yeah.
33.
What do you think's missing, Craig, from your perspective? Because I personally think that Hades 2 should be nowhere near this because it's not from this year. That's my main
Yeah.
argument.
yeah.
And I feel like Hollow Knight did well enough that should be in it. That's probably. I mean, to be honest with you, Hades is probably the only thing that I'm like. I don't really understand how that's made it. And at this point, why don't
No.
you just have 10 games? Why has it got to be 6 games? Because it's just I don't
Well, it
know.
used to be 5, and recently we had too many votes, and it's 6 and stuff. So yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because I don't know. Like Death Stranding again, like I said, like didn't sell very well. Like a few people talk about it, but that's in there. Like you said, lots of really good selling games, stuff like Battlefield that people like isn't in there. And okay, Donkey Kong's the one Nintendo game. It's not the one I would have picked, but people liked it and it reviewed well. I get it. I'm really happy that Kingdom Come Deliverance made it.
Yep, same.
Really happy that made it because that, again, the people that have played it love that game. and it deserves
Yeah.
it. But it's like, from what everyone keeps telling me, I feel like Dispatch should be in this. I really, from
Yeah.
what everyone keeps
Yeah,
saying, like, I think
most
Dispatch should
probably.
be in this above
Dispatch, Split
of.
Fiction would be another one. I'd
Yeah,
say
again,
be
a game that's
around there.
sold well and that people liked, so like it's on everything, so that makes sense. But yeah, my main gripe's Hades.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's my main one. Again, it's like I was saying, is Escape for Tarkov is stuff like this. I'm using that as an example. It's the only one I can think of, and it's also came out this year. But it'd be like Moonlighter is now out on Xbox Game Preview, right?
Yeah.
Moonlighter 2. We can all go play that now in early access. 1.0 will be next year. It's like, oh yeah, it's like what? But we all played it in 2025. We're not going to put it Game of the Year 2026. I guess you could say it wasn't finished and there was no ending or something on Hades 2, but I'm pretty sure Hades 2 was pretty complete before 1.0 when it came
Yeah,
to
it's not like the
Switch.
difference that Baldur's Gate went through, for example.
Yeah,
Because Baldur's Gate was
yeah,
out for years before, but it was a
yeah. It didn't have
completely
Act 2 or 3, from
yeah,
what I
like different
remember.
characters, like it was a completely different game.
Yeah, that
But
made some sense.
yeah,
Yeah,
but like Hades 2 is Hades is a roguelike. How you need to do early access for that, I don't know. To be completely honest with you, but yeah, I look forward to Wreckfest 2 making it in next year, and
Moonlighter 2.
and Towerborn should have got it this year. Although
Yeah,
I play Towerborn, terrible, absolutely terrible. Don't bother.
yeah.
What am I putting in there for you, Pengi?
Expedition 33.
I thought
The one
that's
that
what it was.
baffled me kind of not being is Ghost of Yotei because it's up for 7 awards. So obviously it got a lot of votes, and like Kingdom Come's got like 2 votes. Donkey Kong Bonanza got 1 vote elsewhere, sort of thing.
I just
It
think that's
seems a bit
because of
odd.
how weighted this is to that type of game, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
That's my problem. It's like,
Yeah, there isn't like a best platformer award, is
well,
there?
that's what the family
That's
award
the
is,
thing.
and it's like, then if you're like, and this is why I get so annoyed with stuff like soundtrack and art direction, because like it's all funneled down this, and this is just the way I'm phrasing all these games. It's not an attack.
Cinematic action
Cinematic
games.
PlayStation games. It's
Yeah.
all signaled. So like when it's a year when Forza Horizon is the best game, which is every time your Forza Horizon comes out, that's not going to win best audio design, even though it should, because the cars and the world sound great.
Didn't even get
Mm.
bloody nominated, did it? Remember?
No, right? You know what I mean?
Best
It's
game
like
that year.
it's like you funneled your award system. It's the same as the Oscars. Like comedies don't win at the Oscars,
No,
but
no.
I can tell you right now, more people watch Dodgeball than fucking War and Peace. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's just the way these stupid. I just wish that video games wasn't like it, because it doesn't need to be the Oscars. We can be better than the Oscars. Why have we got to be this fucking circle jerk of like the same types of games?
Well, I guess you could argue Expedition 33 isn't because it's a
No,
French-made
and
RPG.
that's the outlier, right? Because last year it was Baldur's Gate covered it all up,
Yeah.
because Baldur's Gate was so much bigger and better. And again, it's another European dev, so shout out to us again for being better than the Americans. But like, Expedition 33 is going to do it this year. It's going to be the Expedition 33 show. No one's going to remember the nominations for anything else, so it doesn't matter. But then it's like, it does matter, because you know what I mean. Like, what's the point of celebrating games if we're not going to celebrate games? People aren't even fussed about the awards anyway. They fuss about 3 awards and then all of the ads. No one gives a
Yeah.
No one gives a shit. Why have we got best streamer and best fucking esport and all this rubbish in there for sponsors,
This
but
should
we
be
don't.
announced in the pre-show in like
Right,
5 seconds.
but we don't have best European game, best small team, whatever, like best student funded game. But like all these sort of things we could do. You could do so much for these things. But nope, we got to have a circle jerk with having 4 actors from the same bloody game for 1 award. We've got to have a game that's art direction is graphics for what, you know, like, come on. Does my Sweden, but anyway.
Yeah, I think there should be a technical design one, which, especially like next year with like Forza and stuff like that.
Yeah, it just needs to be more varied, or like you need to combine some of these awards. Like you need to go one way or the other, because like it is ridiculous. Like, yeah. But anyway, that's all of it. You've got a list of
That's,
things that we might predict, right, Craig?
yeah, I've done the classic, some questions and then some yes or nos. The classic one we do every year. How many Souls likes, boys? And I am the determining factor of what is and what isn't the Souls like. Pengi, give me a number.
4.
Fuck, I was gonna go for Dave.
5.
Fuck. 3 or 6. Oh, it's gonna be more than 3. It's gonna be more than 3. 6 is such a big number. I'm gonna
Huge.
go 3. Oh, I don't want that. Cool. Okay. Another one we normally do. Celebrity appearance, boys. Celebrity appearance. They love wheeling out a fucking celebrity at these shows who has no idea why they're here or what they're saying or who these people are, but they're getting paid for it, right?
Yeah, last year was Al Pacino, wasn't it?
Something
Yeah,
like
it was
that.
something embarrassing. It was Harrison
Um,
Ford, maybe the year before.
yeah.
Mm.
Didn't we have Matthew McConaughey one year?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because
Yeah.
he's doing that sci-fi game or something in there.
Right
Yeah.
on, right on.
Pengi, give me a celebrity appearance.
I'm trying to think.
It's a really obvious
Vin
one.
Diesel.
Vin Diesel.
We had him
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, but he's still got Art 2 or something, hasn't he? So, you know.
Dave, give me the really obvious one.
Aaron Paul. He was on
Oh, yeah,
He was
yeah.
on Kind of Funny this week. He's you know what I mean? Like Dispatch isn't up for many awards, so they don't have to do that. Because otherwise, I would have said Charlie Cox. So no, it'd be Aaron Paul.
Has Tarantino ever been at these things?
I don't think he's that type of guy. I know they're doing a.
He
I
is
know they're
sewn
doing.
up his own ass.
I know they're
He
doing a
is,
Fortnite thing, but I feel like he'd ask for
he
way too
is
much money.
fits in this nonsense so well. I'm going Tarantino. Right, boys. Will there be a Kojima Wankfest?
Yes.
And what I will define as a Kojima Wankfest. This isn't just him winning an award. This isn't him coming up stage and taking his little award and fucking off. This is we find another excuse to get him on stage. We flank him by another, like they like to do this. They get him on, then they flank him, men, and they're all there giving him a little backhand, and one's
Well,
shoving
yeah,
a
'cause
finger up his ass, and one's sucking on his toes, and it's all just awkward and embarrassing for all of us to watch. And it's grown men just doing this to this strange old Japanese man. I
right.
don't get it, but will it happen?
Keeley will describe him as like innovative, direct, or some fucking
The second
bullshit.
coming of Jesus.
Yeah, you know he's made
Dying for us
he's
here.
made half a good game in 30 years, but don't worry about it.
So Dave's gone yes.
Yeah,
I guess.
100%, 100%.
Pengi, will there be a wank
Yes,
fest?
especially if you had Tarantino up. Like,
Yeah.
you could have those two, like, together and that, like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, like
Tarantino's making
Tarantino's on
fizzing.
stage. Yeah, no, sort of thing, yeah. Or wasn't it one year? Was it here where we had Jordan Peele on stage?
Yeah.
Like I could see that, like they have, I don't know, a celebrity like Jordan Peele come out and they're like, "Oh, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm in OD," and here out comes Kojima as well. Like I can see that, and then they show OD again for 10 minutes or something.
As someone who's
Yeah.
been playing his supposed best game this year, I have no idea how he is as loved as he is. Death Stranding's pretty good, I'll give you that, but Metal Gear Solid 3, it's not as good as other games that came out that year. But okay, we move on.
And now we have
So, okay.
some yes or no for some games that could or could not be here, right, boys?
Yeah,
Hmm.
Kingdom Hearts 4, Pengi, yes or no?
No,
Dave,
absolutely not. Kingdom Hearts 4, surely not.
that's really that came out ages ago. It's got to be
Oh.
somewhere. I've gone no as well. I just like dangling these fish for you guys. Right?
Oh, God, Pengi will lose his shit if it does.
yeah, no.
The Dusk
it was.
Bloods, boys.
Yes.
Yeah, because I also a bit like Kojima, they could get and they like Miyakaze, don't they? On stage. and
Yeah,
stuff.
I thought this could be a controversial one because I feel like Nintendo don't tend to do anything at these shows, but From always do, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
From love Keeley, so
Yeah.
I've gone yes as well.
But Game Awards was where they announced Joker for Smash Bros. But again, that could have been Sakurai being Sakurai than Nintendo.
Yeah, they did Breath of the
Sort
Wild
of
there.
thing.
It was on Wii U. if I remember
Yeah,
rightly.
yeah.
Fable, Dave.
No.
No, I'm gonna go no because it'll be at the developer underscore direct instead. Pengi.
No.
No. Okay, we've all gone the same so far. Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet, Chris Pengelly.
Yes.
Ooh,
No.
Dave.
Because
No.
I'm thinking if Last of Us wins film, Neil comes out and it maybe shows that.
No, I'm going no as well.
No, I don't think so. That game's
Half-
really rough.
Life Free, Dave Bellringer,
Yes.
Chris Pengelly.
Does it have to be Half-Life 3 because obviously the rumor name's Half-Life.
There will be a
sequel
a
Can
non
any-
game, yeah.
non VR Half-Life game, like a
Yeah,
non VR
Yeah.
only Half-Life
Yeah.
game. Yeah.
But I was thinking, let's say it was like Half-Life 0, a prequel or
Yeah,
something.
that's
yeah,
fine.
yeah, that's fine.
Would that count? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go yes then.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. I feel like they could do their own thing. That's the problem.
Keighley announced Alex, right? In a video
I'm not
for
sure.
Valve, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm thinking no. I feel like they might just do it on themselves. Then the last one, boys, Witcher 4.
Yes.
Okay. Pengels?
Yes.
See, I was going to go no, but then I realised it was up for most anticipated. And if it was up for most
yeah.
anticipated,
He showed it last year, didn't he? It was one of his big
barely
trailers.
seen it. So I'm going to go yes as well.
I wonder whatever happened to the Witcher 1 remake they were making.
I don't know.
Maybe that's
Yeah,
what
the
they should hear
thing
instead.
also is like the game that you was last year was like really good from what I remember when they
was.
showed like Intergalactic and The Witcher 4 and stuff like that. It was the
Wasn't it
10th anniversary.
It
Yeah,
was,
like,
but they've got a lot
this
more
year's
money
good.
this year, though.
Yeah, this is the thing. They got more money this year, and it's going to be shown on Amazon Prime and stuff
Yeah,
like
I
that.
don't think they'll need as
But
much of
then-
the hentai this year, because that's what paid for it last year, wasn't it?
That'd be good. That'd be very
But
good.
surely it's got to be worse than last year, unless you do show like here's 10 minutes gameplay of Intergalactic or something instead of just as like a trailer. I don't really.
I don't think Intergalactic. I think if you show Half-Life 3, it doesn't matter what else they show. That makes headlines, right?
Yeah, but
Intergalactic, I
guess
don't
if-
think it's that game. I don't think it's going to be that game for them. Sony will want everything about that game to be post Wolverine, right?
Yeah.
So
okay,
I
maybe
just
show Wolverine.
yeah, like
and
maybe
show a new character.
I think we will definitely see James Bond multiple times
Mhm.
because that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazon. But I
We'll
think
see it on Amusha.
yeah, I don't think it's gone quiet for Onimusha for a little bit, but yeah, I think the Amazon Prime time. Jeff wants that every year. The way you get it every year is people stay tuned in for the whole show, right?
Mhm.
So we can turn around next year and be like, yeah, 5 million people tuned in on Amazon Prime. So I feel like they'll cut as much of there'll still be some free to play slot, obviously, but I think there won't be as much because that ad slot will be more expensive for them, and
We
thus
won't get that 10-minute mobile slot we have.
yeah, I think
years
you'll
ago
get
that made
mobile
people
slot
scream.
because they'll pay a lot of money for the ad slot, but that ad slot will cost a
Yeah.
lot more than it did last year. So but yeah, I think if they've got Half-Life 3, there definitely won't be Intergalactic because neither of them want to be in each other's space. And apart from GTA, which they will not have, there's nothing bigger than Half-Life 3, right? So like Intergalactic will be a good game, but it's not in terms of the general gaming audience. It's not right now. It's nowhere close to what Half-Life 3 would do news-wise. So that would be
If it was like Last of Us Part 3 or something.
yeah, like that's a known IP, and like
Yeah,
people
exactly.
like people have watched the show, right? So I'm gonna throw one in here, Pengi. Do you reckon we see the other Horizon project?
Maybe it's got to be somewhere.
Because are they still doing the TV show for Horizon?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Oh
So
no, they're doing a movie, aren't they?
doing a movie, okay. Will we get a Zelda movie trailer, Craigie?
They released a picture, didn't they? But
Yeah,
isn't
they're
it,
filming
like,
it.
very, very early. I don't think
In
they
New Zealand,
like,
it's going to be
barely
Lord of the Rings with
barely
Zelda.
started filming it by the sound of it.
Mm.
So it's not out till 2027, right?
Yeah. I can't wait for them to be Breath of the Wild, the movie, the game. For Pengi to play.
Yeah.
But yeah, there we go. That's the show, boys. So another 2 hour, 23-minute show. Big shout out to Jones. I'm sure we'll get this far. And Marvin
Yep.
tends to get this far as well. So shout out, boys. Let us know in the comment. Yeah, Jones was saying that the Luigi's Mansion tip helped him last week. So we'll try and get Pengi with some informative tips for next week's show.
Yeah.
Around just general video game tips. Like how to change your settings for maybe nudity in anime games. On the PSP, apparently, is what we were talking about earlier, but we don't need to. We don't need to age gate this episode by talking about that. So thank you for watching. We will be back next week. I think so. Next week is the last weekend of November, and then the weekend after, my partner should be returning to the British Isles. So we'll probably be a few more shows before Christmas, but we'll come up with some ideas. But thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.